Is that the crew? Can't be them. Is that the Our Bottom Line crew? Oh, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all always make my day. Can I come chill with y'all today? Okay, cool. In that case, Trump, what will happen to Iran now that their leaders are all defeated? It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. I know I got to get the camera straight. See, we got a lot of people up in here this morning. I'm glad because we got a fantastic show lined up for you guys with a nutritional segment. I'm sorry, health and wellness. And the topic is going to be, of course, our nutrition. Can't wait to get to that segment this morning, you guys. How y'all doing today? Let's go, y'all. It's time to get it. It's Tuesday. Get that camera straight real quick. Go ahead, y'all. Get your coffee, tea, water, and everything together. You know I got to get this camera straight. Let me know. Okay, I see you already on deck, Batty. There you go. Batty, we got merch coming. We're making new merch. I can't wait because we're going to all be rocking some new stuff in a minute. Me, you, Rebecca, Liberty, everybody else that wants some stuff. I can't wait till this new merch comes in because we're going to truly enjoy it. Hope everybody's having a cheerful day, having smiles on for no reason. I know I can't see you, but I honestly hope that you're smiling right now because you know what? You could be doing anything else, but why not go ahead and smile? Sam Champion, love you, brother. I hope you're doing well. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC here for you and ready to get it in another day. So thankful to the Lord up above for giving us this opportunity to come here and get this news out, trending topics, current events, have a fantastic forum. And me, I'm just gonna say I'm thankful that you guys are here. I wanna pray for our health. I wanna pray for every single person here. I wanna pray for our animals. I wanna pray for the world. I wanna pray for LOVE, because yeah, that's one main thing that I know it can solve a lot of problems. A lot of problems can get solved if we apply love to it. And actually, another word we don't hear a lot about, we don't hear consideration. That's another word that we don't hear a lot. We need to start really thinking about consideration. My idea of consideration is when you're thinking about somebody when they're not even around. That's right. Let's keep on moving forward with this prayer. Thank the Lord for another day. I want to thank you, Lord, for making me be able to be here another day to host this show, Our Bottom Line. And I want to thank you for every single person that's here under the sound of my voice. I want to pray for their health as well as their families, as well as their animals. Consideration, love, respect, and community. Real things that we can get over and conquer as far as the bad. And I want to pray for who? Liberty and justice. I see Miss Swan's up in the building already. Sam Champion, Kevin Black, 4274. Ad Rains, I already sent your stuff out. I hope you're getting it. You should get it by like tomorrow. Sent it out on the weekend, so you may get it like tomorrow or the day after when it comes to your merch. I just remember your name and writing it. Luigi, good morning. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Luigi, did you send me your address? I just want to make sure because I kind of think I remember writing that too. John Patrick, what's up, 420? Who else we got up in here? Rebecca, Lanya, and Bueno. Hope you're doing good this morning. I always pray for you as well. Teddy, Marcelo. We also have, who else we got in the building? Mark Dorfman. What's good, Mark? How you doing up in there, bro? I wanted to say that we got a new mission that's coming up. My birthday is on St. Patrick's Day. If anybody wants to meet up at the parade, we're doing a meet and greet at the St. Patrick's Day parade. And I'm going to be there because that's where I go every birthday. Okay, everybody want to pray for who else? Liberty and justice. Thank you, Liberty. On the side note, on the front note, if it wasn't for you, girl, you have no idea. No idea. I thank you so much for the way that you drop the comments in, for the way that you stay on point, for the way that you're so much loved here. And I really appreciate the way that people appreciate you as well, because I really couldn't do it without you at all. And who else we got up in here? Kim G Queen. And who else we got up in here? Gun B. Good morning, you guys. Amen. And guess what that means? Hope I didn't talk too long, because sometimes your boy can be long-winded. I definitely can do that, right? But let me see what we got going on with this audio over here. Just actually having a real good morning right now. Got to be honest with you guys. I'm feeling really fit. Breathing is pretty good, even though I got a little bit of sinus or whatever like that. But my health, I'm loving it, and I'm so appreciative to the Lord up above. But that doesn't mean you don't got to work out to keep that going. You don't got to eat the right foods. Been looking out on my vegetables and making sure that I really do what I'm supposed to do, cutting out on the sugar, and I recommend you do the same thing. And guess what? I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. I can't wait to get this watch. A couple more days, it'll be here. Do, 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 do. Are you ready to go? Because I am. Let's go. Come on now. You can do it. Let's go. 6 o'clock somewhere. And let's open up that big old garage door. And open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. How we always do it, everybody. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. If your chick come close to me, she ain't going home when she supposed to be. She getting money like I'm supposed to be. I'm getting money like I'm supposed to be. Oh, all my niggas close to me. All the niggas want it close to me. Oh, all my niggas close to me. And they haven't it where they supposed to be. Oh, come close to me. She ain't going home when she supposed to be. I can't say those other words. Supposed to be. How they supposed to be. But have a girl in the post for me. Oh, that's how it's supposed to be. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Y'all ready? Let's get to it. Pump that beat. It's the third, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that, and chat, and this, and this, and that. And we be talking about this, and that, and that, and this, and this, and that. Just got me lit. I said, if your chick come close to me, she ain't going home when she's supposed to be. I'm getting money like I'm supposed to be. Oh, supposed to be. Oh, how it's supposed to be. I'ma have a drink. They gonna like, yes, my joint right there. Marion, what's up? And Breezy, and I don't even know her name. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. Like I said this morning, you could have went anywhere. The fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Hope you guys are having a good one. Tune in. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and I'm not going to waste no time. Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? I got 5 on it. That's right, you guys. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. I want you to let me know what time it is, where you're chiming in from, city, state, country. Don't even matter, because we going to go there if there's some news. Why? Because we like to keep the dialogue content, and we like to make sure that we have a good forum when it comes down to the chat area. That's right, you guys. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Also, if you have any recommendations, y'all got my email address, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Just don't send me to any other platforms. And also, got any song suggestions, anything like that, show suggestions, or some points that you think that we're just not missing or paying enough attention to? I do pay attention to the emails. That's right, you guys. bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Sam Champion, thank you for the $2 super chat. Everybody say thanks to Sam Champion, but you know what I got to do, right? It's time. Let's get into these titles. That's right, you guys. What we got going on right here this morning? We got Trump. What will happen to Iran now that all of their leaders are defeated? That I want to know as well, because we can't take on Venezuela. We can't go over there and see what's going on with Iran. We need to worry about what's going on over here. As far as what we have to take care of when it comes down to things that we had to do, I understand that part. But I don't think that we need to be involved in so many places, because I was just thinking, economy isn't really what I expected it to be by this point. And I'm just calling it out, just being real about it, you guys. We got a lot more to get into. Let's keep on moving forward, because the DOJ releases new images of Howard Lutnick. There you go, Howard. Do, 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 do. Okay, where's Howard Lutnick at? We're going to see, because he's actually chilling on Epstein Island. A little more than what you said that you were actually doing, huh, Howard? Kind of always thought that you were fishy. Tell you the truth, I'm a pretty good judge of character. Always thought that you smiled too much. Always had a little extra with you when it came down to the ambiance. And now this, sorry to say it, you guys, I guess my radar was right. Last but not least, what do we have here? We got what's really in the candy that we give our children and eat ourselves. What's really in it? We're not going to do that today. Change my mind. We're going to do another topic, which is glizzies. That's right, you guys. We're going to do the glizzies. What's in a hot dog? We're going to probably do that tomorrow or another day. They don't go into topics. They don't go into brand names. I like to go into brand names, because people here, we look at the brand names instead of just turning over all the labels. So I'm just going to keep it going like that. When it came down to the category of the candy, I think they were a little scared to say certain brand names. Maybe they got a candy, M-A-F-I-A out there or something like that. So immediately we switched it to the glizzies. And what do they call those? Hot dogs. Because there's a lot of controversy going on how to eat a hot dog, grown men, all of these crazy things that's going on nowadays. So you said, you know what? I saw that, and it's more relative. Brand names that we can identify with, the ones that we should be staying away from, that you thought probably were good, and then the ones that we definitely can eat if you do eat hot dogs and if you eat beef. Gonna get on top of that right there, you guys. Let's keep moving forward, because what do we have to do? What we always do. Let's open up the title. Let's get everything going with the morning opening title, as well as, hope you guys got your water, your tea, your coffee, because we got a good show lined up for you guys today. We're gonna try to cover a lot of topics, a lot of areas this morning, but we're gonna start off with President Trump saying that Operation Epic Fury was substantially ahead of schedule, and he mourns the fallen troops, amongst a couple of other things. Let's get into it, you guys. I hope you guys are ready. It's time. Let's go, you guys. It's Tuesday. Let's get it.
So before we begin this important ceremony, and there's no ceremony that can be much more important than this, let me provide a brief update on Operation Epic Fury. Today, the United States military continues to carry out large-scale combat operations in Iran to eliminate the grave threats posed to America by this terrible terrorist regime. Following our obliteration of Iran's nuclear program in Operation Midnight Hammer a short while ago, we warned Iran not to make any attempt to rebuild at a different location, because they were unable to use the ones that we so powerfully blew up. But they ignored those warnings and refused to cease their pursuit of nuclear weapons. In addition, the regime's conventional ballistic missile program was growing rapidly and dramatically, and this posed a very clear, colossal threat to America and our forces stationed overseas. The regime already had missiles capable of hitting Europe and our bases, both local and overseas, and would soon have had missiles capable of reaching our beautiful America. The purpose of this fast-growing missile program was to shield their nuclear weapon development and make it extraordinarily difficult for anyone to stop them from making these highly forbidden by us nuclear weapons. We were the ones that were complaining. We were the ones that wanted it stopped, but everybody was behind us. They just didn't have the courage to say so. An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat to the Middle East, but also to the American people. Our country itself would be under threat, and it was very nearly under threat. I was very proud to have knocked out the Iran nuclear deal by President Barack Hussein Obama. That was a horrible, horrible, dangerous document. They would have had nuclear weapons 3 years ago, and they would have used them. But I'll not let that happen. For almost 47 years, this regime has been attacking the United States and killing Americans. Every time you see someone with missing arms and legs or a face that's been absolutely shattered violently, it was almost certainly caused by an Iran roadside bomb. They were put there by General Soleimani, who was the father of the roadside bomb. Very proudly, he thought, but I terminated him in my first term. This was our last best chance to strike what we're doing right now and eliminate the intolerable threats posed by this sick and sinister regime. And they are indeed sick and sinister. Our objectives are clear. First, we're destroying Iran's missile capabilities, and you see that happening on an hourly basis, and their capacity to produce brand new ones, and pretty good ones they make. Second, we're annihilating their navy. We've knocked out already 10 ships. They're at the bottom of the sea. Third, we're ensuring that the world's #1 sponsor of terror can never obtain a nuclear weapon. Never gonna.
Okay, thanks, Prez. We got to take as much as we can get, but we still got to move forward. Yes, I'm cutting you off for this guy, the guy that you got up in office. And yes, I'm talking about Pete Hegseth, because we're going to go on the land a little bit, find out what's going on, wrap this thing up because we already know what's happening. And then we also got to get to other news. You guys, you appreciate the content. It's our bottom line. We do it every day. Let's keep on moving forward. Also, someone says, who pays for the national debt? Says something about, and then someone answered, paid for by the worker ants. I guess that's us. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen. Let's get it.
We are taking you live now, though, to the US, where Secretary of War Pete Hegseth is currently delivering an address.
For the CENTCOM commander, across the CENTCOM AOR, our leadership and troops, as you would expect, doing a fantastic job. 2 days ago, under the direction and direct orders of President Donald J. Trump, the Department of War launched Operation Epic Fury, the most lethal, most complex, and most precise aerial operation in history. For 47 long years, the expansionist and Islamist regime in Tehran has waged a savage, one-sided war against America. They didn't always declare it openly, except for their constant chants of death to America. They did it through the blood of our people. Car bombs in Beirut, rocket attacks on our ships, murders at our embassies, roadside bombs in Iraq and Afghanistan, funded and armed by Iranian Quds Force and IRGC killers. My generation of veterans carry the names of brothers who never came home. Brothers butchered by Iranian-backed roadside bombs and well-armed militias, thousands of our own. We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it. Their war on Americans has become our retribution against their Ayatollah and his death cult. It took the 47th president, a fighter who always puts America first, to finally draw the line after 47 years of Iranian belligerence. He reminded the world, as he has time and time again, being an American means something unbreakable. If you kill Americans, if you threaten Americans anywhere on earth, we will hunt you down without apology and without hesitation, and we will kill you. President Trump has also been very consistent. Crazy regimes like Iran, hell-bent on prophetic Islamist delusions, cannot have nuclear weapons. It's common sense. Many have said it, but it takes guts to actually enforce it, and our president has guts.
Okay, you guys, we got to get to the casualties and see what's going on actually in Iran. Also, we never play around when it comes down to that, because it's not fair if we don't, and see what's actually going on with the casualties. But the Iranian commanders have been eliminated as the U.S. drops thousands. I thought it was just a couple hundred or whatever, thousands. And that's the thing to worry about. I always worry about the casualties, because they're not just dropping them anywhere, and they're not guided and going exactly where they need to take out. So that's the hard part to swallow when it comes down to any WAR, because there's always going to be casualties. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. If you appreciate the content, let's double tap that screen. We got much more to get into. Let's get on the land and see what's happening.
The ground, and I see what's left over on the after, and all those structures are gone. What about leadership? What happens in Iran? Who takes control? Who is elected? Who takes power? This is what we understand right now. We've been told through the White House that 48 leading leaders in Iran have been eliminated. On our image behind us, we have 9 of those, but they are significant. Head of the Military Bureau, head of intelligence, chief of staff of the armed forces, the IRGC commander, the head of Security Council, the Iranian council there, defense minister in Iran, and of course the Ayatollah, the supreme leader of Iran. Only 2 leaders have ever existed in the history of the Islamic Republic of Iran. This was the second after 37 years. He has now
Leave
been
Africa alone.
eliminated. Over here, the reported U.S. and Israeli strikes in Iran. In green, you can see the reported airstrikes thus far. In white, the reports of explosions that we have seen actual footage, video footage of. Then in yellow are the confirmed airstrikes as well. Look at the green here. Strait of Hormuz is going to get a lot of attention down here. This town of Bandar Abbas, okay? The Strait of Hormuz at its most narrow point is 21 miles long. About a fifth of the U.S. oil supply, the global oil supply goes through the Strait of Hormuz every day. We're going to watch that throughout the day and see how that impacts markets. What I was talking about over there on the satellite images, these are up in the northwest corner of the town of Tabriz. On Saturday, if you were watching our coverage here, if you were to fly from Tehran to Israel, it's about 1,200 miles, and the Iranians clearly have the capacity, the missile capacity, to reach Israel. They also easily have the capacity to reach them in the Gulf nations down here, which I'll show you momentarily. But these ballistic missile sites that are located in the western part of the country are such a deadly force against the Gulf nations and against Israel. That cuts down 400 miles. So the reach here from western Iran into Israel is only 800 miles. It's an easy reach for the Iranians. Over here quickly on the retaliations with the Iranians and what they have done in the regional strikes. We will note throughout our program how many civilian targets have been hit. Airports, hotels, these Gulf nations. But this is where the U.S. military is essentially established. Big army base in Kuwait. Big Navy base here in Bahrain. A big air base here, Al Udeid there in Qatar that's been built. Abu Dhabi
They are striking back hard.
as well. These are all locations that are easily right across the Persian Gulf into Iran for the military. Let me clear that off here and move to, and this is where the naval assets are set up. Quickly, I would just draw your attention.
The U.S. naval assets, or that's where the U.S. naval assets are set up, meaning our military that are set up in the Navy and the waters where they're set up at.
In the USS Abraham Lincoln, there in the Arabian Sea, and the USS Gerald Ford just off the coast of Israel. These are the aircraft carriers. Nuclear-powered Ford, been at sea for more than 10 months, has capacity to do many, many things with
You have no idea what that Gerald Ford can do by itself. I mean, just go look it up. Go look up that USS Gerald Ford. By itself, it's an island. I'm serious. The planes that it could have on there, the sorts of bid arms it stores, oh my, don't even try to pow nothing at it. They got their own drones that got guided. It's crazy with the Gerald Ford. But you guys, I don't like WAR. I don't like when people lose lives. I don't like casualties. That's the first thing that we speak about when we come here on our show. Talk about the casualties and the people that have to be a part of these situations, and that's the sad part. I could be a casualty. So when it comes down to people saying certain things about me or whatever, I feel my opinion about it. That's my opinion. I don't feel it's right. And I do care about the children. That's the first thing I care about, the children, the animals, and the people. Because I don't think that we have to even deal with this stuff. I don't want anybody to lose their lives. I'm a punk. I'm on some, why can't we all just get along stuff? I used to fight a lot, get into stuff a lot. Not anymore. Just don't feel good like that. I like to be comfortable, and I love love now. I like to be happy. See? I like to be like that. So don't kick them out. Let them keep on moving forward. Let's get on over to Forbes, because this is what they're saying about the Ayatollah. They said that he had the Blill's nut on his hands of many Americans. As you already noticed what Pete Hegseth stated in prior with President Trump. He also says that the Ayatollah was one of the greatest exporters of errorism in the region. I don't know what's going on here, because a lot of the stuff you guys are right about, don't know about it. Just knew a lot about a lot of negativity that was coming out. Always heard about bit arms and things like that. And again, never had an opinion. Just always felt sad for the people and always wished that it was never happening. So you guys can believe me or not, but we got work to do. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's go. Let's get to work.
Fox News alert, Iran's supreme leader and more than 40 senior regime figures, up to 49, have been killed, eliminated. Let's turn to the wall right now to take a look at who they are and what they do. First off,
Good morning,
the guys that
guys.
are still alive. This is the guy that's pretty much in charge, calling the shots. He was the one who gave the order and executed the order to kill civilians, 32,000 plus, and kill them in their hospital beds, and then charge the families for the bullets used to kill their own family. These are some of the Khomeini related to the previous Ayatollah, the first one, Ayatollah Khomeini, who was presiding and leading during the hostage crisis. These are some of the others that are still around. These are the ones that have been eliminated. There you go, taken out in one swoop because idiotically they got together at 8 in the morning. We got word of it. The CIA gave the word to Israel and the IDF took them out. The president's still alive. He does not have much power. Khomeini over there is still around. We're going to see who the next successor is. They plan on doing that within the next 72 hours. But joining us now to put in perspective is somebody that might be leading Iran in the future, and his family has led Iran in the past. Let's bring in Reza Pahlavi, the exiled crown prince of Iran. He's making his pitch to lead the transition to democracy, pledging free and fair election. Mr. Pahlavi, thanks so much for joining us. Your thoughts, your thoughts right now at this hour. We're 48 hours in.
First, I want to share with you the sense of jubilation that millions of Iranians and the diaspora around the world have celebrated the death of the top henchman or monster of this regime, Ali Khamenei, and we thank President Trump for having brought us to a point of thinking that now we have a real chance to take over our country. This intervention was really what equalized the playing field for us. This is something we've been arguing all this time. People were asking for this intervention. The intervention did occur. So now we believe that the end is very near and the opportunity to take our country back and bring it back to the right path is now available to us. The Iranian people are now mobilizing for it. I've cautioned them to wait for the entire campaign to pan out. So it's safer for them then to re-enter the streets. And hopefully this will happen very soon.
So here is the foreign minister talking about his reality on the ground, or the one he wanted to relay. I think it was on Face the Nation. Watch.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I think now there is a procedure set in our constitution that when we lose the supreme leader, there will be a new one elected by the Assembly of Experts. And now we have started the procedure. There is a transitional council of the president, the head of judiciary, and one jurist of the Guardian Council. These three would decide, are in charge right now, and they will actually arrange the election of the new leader by the Assembly of Experts. And
So they're trying to regroup already. Gives you an idea of what's going on. Determination, huh? Just keep on moving forward, you guys. I told you, I got to give a little bit more to you right now. And again, this is not my opinion.
Alana, thank you so much for that. Here with me now is a Democratic member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Chris Coons of Delaware. Senator, thank you so much for being here. Iran's supreme leader is now dead. We've seen videos of Iranians celebrating in the streets. Put aside your opposition to how these strikes were carried out. The elimination of the Ayatollah, is that a good thing for America?
Absolutely, Dana. Look, Ayatollah Khamenei was the longest serving and among the most brutal dictators in the world. He had the blood of many Americans on his hands, from the attack on Khobar Towers in Saudi to the attack on the Marine barracks in Beirut to the killing of many American service members in Iraq. The Iranian regime has been the greatest exporter of terror in the region, and I will not grieve for one moment the passing of the supreme leader of Iran. And frankly, the success in taking out many of the leaders of the IRGC. My concern is that Iran has three main weapons. They've got ballistic missiles and drones, and they've launched many at our allies and partners in the region, as well as at our service members and bases. They've got cyber capabilities, and they've got terrorist capabilities around the world. And so today, I am praying for our service members, our diplomats, our civilians in the region, for all of our partners and the civilians in the region, and hope that our national security apparatus is as prepared as it can be for attacks anywhere in the world against the United States and our interests, as Iran seeks to strike back for our success in taking out one of the most brutal dictators in the region.
But again, that doesn't mean that you took all of them out. Does not mean that they're not regrouping. And again, there's a lot of sleepers all around, because you saw one the other day when it came down to the night event where everybody was just dancing and hanging out. And the next thing you know, you heard pow, pow, pow. 3 people were injured in that event, and then there was 5 people were injured in that event, and 3 people in total lost their lives. We're going to get into that story coming up too, you guys, because it's a lot of backstory, and you still got to worry about what's going to happen on our soil, because there's a lot of people that have a certain opinions about what's going on right now. Just be careful about what you say and what you got going on, guys. Try to hold your opinions, because you understand this is a very sensitive topic. And I understand you may have a lot of strong opinions yourself, but that's when things get really heated. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Mexico. We've got armed troops that are securing a funeral home that is housing El Mencho's body. You know who El Mencho is, right? Why would they be guarding his body? I don't know. Maybe they try to come take it, do their own ceremony. I have no idea, but you know how this goes. Let's get on over, because we do world news as well as local and regular news. Let's get on over and see what's going on out in Mexico. As we got the armed troops right here, as you can see, they're guarding the funeral home. So I'm assuming that people might try to come and take the body or something. I don't know. Enemies, I have no idea. What's going on, you guys? Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up if you appreciate the content that we got going on over here. What we got over here, risk of errorism only goes up about 2% since it started, and the people will be safer in the future. Okay, thank you. What else we got over here? My brother, your channel is Jump TV. Okay, cool. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever that means. Blill's moon tonight, full blood moon in 30 minutes. You're right about that. Who that, Liberty? I thought Liberty know about that moon. That moon. Liberty, you know about the moon and the stars and all that. I noticed that. A lot of presence out there when it comes down to the troops. You know what I'm saying? The troops are really on it. Guarding the funeral home. Okay, you guys, like I said, we cover everything over here. Now it's time to get into something that I can't believe. I know you can't believe it. I want you to understand the magnitude of what I'm about to tell you right now. Like the magnitude of it. Like, we've been looking at Ponzi schemes for this whole month. We've been seeing stuff like $250 million, $328 million. And that's just on like their whole situation that they've been dealing with, right? We got one thing that's coming up right now in India. I can't even believe it. Does not look like what they're saying. It looks like a building. Yes, the government over there has seized someone's property. His property is worth $400 million, and they've seized it so that he can't sell it because, of course, they think that he's part of a major sort of a Ponzi scheme. Let's get on over to India, where we got a financial crime agency questions a businessman, Anil Ambani, after seizing a $400 million luxury home. Just the home is worth $400 million. Imagine what he has. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Like I said, we do world news and we cover everything over here. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go.
And Indian businessman Anil Ambani appearing before the country's top financial crimes agency for questions over...
Y'all not gonna believe this. This is a building. This ain't no mansion. This is a building.
Alleged money laundering. The younger brother of the country's richest man met authorities a day after they froze his $400 million luxury home in Mumbai. Rebecca Button filed this report for CNA from Mumbai.
No damn home.
This towering luxury residential property being provisionally attached or frozen by the Enforcement Directorate is seen as a significant escalation in the agency's money laundering investigation. The move means that the property can't be sold or transferred temporarily as the probe continues. The case centres on Anil Ambani's Reliance Communications and its group companies. The company was once one of India's largest telecom operators, but it filed for insolvency and ceased operations in 2019. The Enforcement Directorate says its investigation involves the alleged diversion of 136 billion rupees, or about 1.6 billion US dollars. Anil Ambani has previously denied the allegations. He's the younger brother of billionaire Mukesh Ambani, chairman of Reliance Industries. While Mukesh Ambani's wealth has surged over the years, Anil Ambani, who was also once one of the country's wealthiest individuals, has faced a series of challenges, including debt and legal battles. In 2020, he told a UK court that his net worth was zero.
I think the legal process has to be given its due. And therefore, while Anil Ambani may fight it in court, I'm just hoping that the courts also take cognizance that this has to have a quick judgment, not years and years, and while he resides in the house and and the government department just kind of keeps going to court. That should not be the case.
The Enforcement Directorate claims Reliance Communications companies have outstanding loans worth...
It's not no damn house. That's not a house. It's a building, y'all. It's a complex.
More than $4 billion with foreign and domestic lenders. The agency says that this Mumbai home, among other assets, was put under a family trust, allegedly to try to shield it from Anil Ambani's personal liabilities. For CNA, I'm Rebecca Bunton in Mumbai.
Talking about going for it while you in office, he going for the gusto. Hell with Nancy Pelosi trading. He went for it, boy. Woo! And they froze it all up because they knew that once they got wind of it, he was probably going to try to sell it off. No. The joint is getting froze. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, homeboy. And they said amongst other properties that he had, $400 million and $400 million for that amongst other properties. How much money did he actually launder? They said he was a billionaire, right? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you, New York, New York. But not if you living in the funky town that I live in. Because if you know what I know, you better not walk on the sidewalk. You better walk in the street. You got a better chance of not getting hit by a car than stepping in some doo-doo in the streets of New York right now. Because you know what a lot of people like to do with their dogs? Nobody gonna see it. It's gonna melt down in the snow and get up out of there. They don't take their poop bags out. They don't even care. Next thing you know, they got a cane Corso looking like a human being crouching over in the front of your building like this, leaving a hill of boo-boo inside of the snow. It melts down inside. They throw a little bit of snow on top of it. Come on, let's get up out of here. Because you're nasty. You don't want to pick it up because the garbage can is probably full of snow. You don't want to do what you got to do. I know you people. Let me tell you something. I used to be a super. You guys don't understand it. I'm going to teach you the proper way to walk your dog. You ain't going to believe it. You're going to think I'm wrong. But this is how you're really supposed to walk your dog, especially if you live in an apartment building. Me. Let me make sure I get my stuff together. This is you. This is your dog. You already know he gonna have to bust a leak as soon as he come outside because he gotta go. And we ain't mad at him or her because that's what happens. So we already know you got the side of the building right there. You got the pole over here. And you have what? The gutter. Never thought about that. No, there's cars out there. No, in between the cars. You walk your dog out, you look, and you go straight to the street. Yeah, the street. You know why you go to the street? Let me tell you why. Because if it's the right place, the street sweeper comes through and it cleans up all that doo-doo and it cleans up all that stuff. And now it's out in the street, right? And I know what you guys are thinking, car tires or whatever like that. I'd rather have that stuff on a car tire than walking around and trying to dodge boo-boo mines. That's one thing. Number two, if your dog is going to have to go to the bathroom, one or two things he's going to do. Lift up the leg to hit that pole. And then you got another dog that wants to overpower him and overpower him, overpower him, overpower him. So now what you got? A smorgasbord of urine funk, and you can't get rid of it. Again, dog goes straight to the street, bust what they got to do, boo-boo goes down, you pick it up, you walk with it, you throw it in the trash. Another reason why you don't let them boo-boo on the sidewalk, because even when you think you picked it all up, you haven't. You've smeared it. And now you got the smeared boo-boo on the ground. You ain't gonna stand there and concentrate and get that little bit of boo-boo up out of there, but the flies is gonna come over there, and whoever walking by it gotta deal with that part of it too. So now they doing this, now they doing this, right? Or, this is the last one that I say, this is how I used to get in trouble with people. But I'm in New York, what am I supposed to do? Where is he supposed to go? Notice how I said it like a Karen. Where is he supposed to go? In the street, out there with the cars? No. That's what you got the lines in between the cars, right there. There you go. It's you. It's not the dog. It's you. Same way like you have bad owners that train them wrong. Same way like you have bad owners that don't take care of their dogs. Same thing. It's up to you what you do with it. And like I said, the pee-pee ain't all coming up. You're not going to get all that boo-boo up off the sidewalk because you just smeared it with your bag. And if it's summertime, here come the flies. Here we go, y'all. That's all I'm trying to say. Those are a couple of things that I've noticed in many years of dealing with people in the world, dealing with dog lovers. I am a major dog lover, but I can love them even more if you really take care of them and clean up after your dog. So what do we got going on in New York right now? We got residents that are saying they're fed up with dog poop on the sidewalk. One other thing I want to tell you, when boo-boo has been sitting in some snow and it melts, it's just like it's been in the refrigerator. So now all of the funk has been stored. Now once it breaks out, it's funk over here, funk over there. So now the whole sidewalk is what? So funkified. I can give you the solution too to keeping them dogs away from your house. You want me to tell you? Real quick. Hospital form disinfectant. It's red, it's thick, it has to be diluted. Put some in a bottle, squirt it around your property. Hit that pole, when that dog go over there, oh hell no, I ain't peeing over here. That's what we want. But then the people gonna be like, damn, why is it so strong over here? Smell like the hospital. You need to do something about that. No, do something about your dog. I'd rather have my house smelling like the hospital, right? I'd rather have my building in my area smelling like the hospital than boo-boo. So I gave you the solution too. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. It's red, it's concentrated, and yes, it will rock them, sock them. I love them, but they won't stop there to pee because it's too strong.
Brown may be going away, but it's also leaving behind a pretty nasty surprise. Dog waste piling up on the sidewalks. And
now that's that fresh boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? That's when that snow melts. Now it's like, the funk is like times 10. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. If anybody live in New York, you know what I'm talking about.
residents tell News 12's Morgan Scott they are fed up.
Since the snowstorm on January 25th, complaints about dog waste left in the streets seem to be on the rise.
I didn't know if people thought maybe the snow would melt it away, it would get covered by more snow.
It's like the absolute worst in this neighborhood. I think I saw recently that, like online, that this is literally the worst place.
Near 49th Street and Sunset Park, where residents crown the area the poopiest in Brooklyn, not only is it a hassle to watch your every step,
everybody has to share the sidewalk. It's a mess for everybody.
But it's giving dogs and their pet owners a bad rep.
I had a guy come up to me and say that he thinks dogs should be banned from the city. And I'm like, I always have mine, so leave my dog alone.
I almost have to signal to her I'm one of the good ones.
In the city, it's a $250 fine for people who don't scoop up the poop. But of course, that's if you're caught in the act.
I don't know that the fine is really going to work, honestly. I think we all just have to do better.
The issue is not just here, but all over Brooklyn. So if you've gotten in the habit of leaving the mess behind...
That's that cane corso right there. That's that chunk. If you see that right there, If you step in that right there, you're going to have a real bad day. Ain't no such thing as good luck if you step in that. Ooh, woo!
It's time for a change. In Sunset Park, Morgan Scott, News 12, Brooklyn.
So what they do is, just like I said, you guys, they let it go, and if nobody around, I ain't picking it up because you're nasty. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. If you don't believe me, try some of the tricks. They actually work. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen. If you have not already subscribed, what you waiting for? I told you it's going to be a good show. Y'all thought I was lying, right? Let's get on over to the Bay Area where prices are dropping. But is inflation down? I got to talk about it. I don't feel like inflation is down. I feel like the jobs are less, inflation is up, and the chips is still too damn high. I know they used to say the rent is too damn high, but the potato chips, y'all must be on crack. Y'all must be on that Hunter, I can feel it. If y'all think I'm gonna pay $3.50 for a 50-cent bag of Bontons, I'm not doing it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This price gouge and all this nonsense that's going on right here is ridiculous. Let's go.
Tonight, after a week full of layoff concerns, we find out today that inflation is still rising, as are our economic challenges. We want to bring in our business and tech reporter, Scott Budman. We haven't been talking about prices too much lately, but now is when people start getting worried when they see people losing their jobs. You're like, maybe I shouldn't be going out.
It's true, and that's the thing. There have been a couple of reasons, Jessica, that we haven't talked about inflation and high prices. Partially, yes, because we've been talking a lot about AI, layoffs here in the Bay Area, but also, let's be honest, the last several...
Ain't that much dating going on either. Fellas be like, man, listen, I got to pay my rent. How much is going to be for me to take you out? You sure you don't mind going to Starbucks? We can really get to know each other.
Several economic reports have shown prices have been holding pretty stable. But then this morning, the wholesale inflation report showing that what we buy is costing more than it did last month, and by
the potato chips are still 50 cents, but the bag is like this. Come on, let's keep it real. Let's make sure we're talking the right way. They still 50 cents here. Yeah, add range. Let me see what the bag look like. Come on. About 8 chips in that bag with nothing but a bunch of air.
Higher number than expected. Lots of things fueling this. Food and energy costs went up. The cost of living remains high. And here in the Bay Area, our housing prices still up. Tariffs also causing businesses to continue to pass inflated costs onto us, the customer.
It seems to me like there's no state that's cheaper than the other anymore. Because if you paying lower in one area, you might be paying higher in another area. I've started to notice that. It's like all this started to really balance around the entire country because we're overpopulated. And once we're overpopulated, the demand goes up everywhere.
There's no avoiding it at this point. Companies who have been eating some of these costs.
Good morning, guys. Amazon tea is $2 now.
Are being forced to increase prices.
Take a picture when you go to the corner store.
They have the ability, in some cases, in services more than goods, to pass on those prices to consumers.
Somebody said chips are repping that Jordan slogan, all air. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, y'all know. I already took the pictures already. Had the little trial. They've given us trial bags of potato chips. Like, go get the Wise barbecue corn chips that are barbecue. You're gonna bust that open, mad air coming out, and you got like 8 chips. That's why I've already decided I'm not even eating that anymore. Let's keep on going.
And we talk to consumers and they say they are feeling that if inflation stays stubbornly high, economists tell us we may not see another interest rate cut anytime soon. The Federal Reserve, by the way, meets in mid-March.
Okay, so this is an extremely confusing time.
Now, these are things that I really like to talk about, and I really would like to put that photo up. I want to see that, and I want to know what states you're in, because it'll let me know that what states different things are going on, and we can solidify things. So please, the email address, you know it. I'll put it up in the post notification area. Make sure you take a photo of the price and the size of the bag as well. Thank you.
Because we just got off the State of the Union address a couple of days ago, where the president told us that inflation was a record low, points, that the economy was roaring, that we were in this golden age, and yet now we see these numbers. So if you're sitting at home, you're thinking, am I going to get laid off? Should I not buy something?
Right.
I think it's very difficult to understand.
It is, and that's why it's important to watch lots of news and get your facts checked. Inflation is not at record lows. It is lower than it was a couple of years ago, but as we now know, it's about 3% higher than it was last year. Prices creeping higher. As for jobs, that is a concern. You know, the stock market may be high because of AI-related stocks, but one of the reasons company stock prices are high
is because they're hiring machines instead of people.
And cutting costs.
Yes.
Exactly. And that gets to a point where, hey, the stock market is great, but if you can't, shop as often and buy the things you want, what good are you in the economy? And so it's really a delicate balance.
Yeah, so if they're saying the stock market is doing good, that could be just all AI. And it could be because companies are doing great because they're laying people off because they're using more AI. You know what I'm saying? So we still gonna fight, we gonna still feel it. Somebody had a great point. Back in their day, it was 25 cents, but now the value of the same 25 is similar to a silver dollar, $25 silver dollar. Another person had a great point when it came down to the inflation. That's what's going on. We got a lot of inflation. We have Hers factory. I like those chips too, but I want to look into that as well. And then the other one, it's the one that has the seltzer waters and they come from New York. That might be the same one. I'm not sure. But we got to keep on moving forward to keep the stories going and to keep these topics on point. I love the way that we're doing this. And if you guys appreciate the content, all I'm going to ask you guys to do is double tap the screen right on your phone and get those likes up. If you have to hit the 3 dots to get the likes up and hit the like button, I'd also appreciate that. We're working our way to 70,000 subscribers and we're almost there, you guys. We're really close. And then you know what we're going to do from there, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, and we're going to keep it moving because we're not stopping. That's what we do over here. We got to keep on updating on trending topics and current events. That's why I got to get you over to Washington to talk with Representative Luna, who claims Jeffrey Epstein ran a honeypot for rich men, also lured and trapped them, and the author says that she had names of 3 people that need to be investigated and questioned. Let's get into the Jeffrey Epstein information because we got everybody on it, and they always say that to me, yo, Bugatti, what's up with the Epstein files? Okay, let's get into it. Let's see what we got right here. Okay, no, matter of fact, yeah, we're going to do that, but then we're going to get back to this right here. Let's go.
Being cooperative, do you believe his statement when he said, I saw nothing and I did nothing wrong?
I'm going to go back in, and what I will say is that I don't have any reason to believe right now that he's hiding the ball and everything. He's been pretty
This is the Bill Clinton investigation where they're asking him questions.
transparent.
And is it your belief and or the committee's belief that the former president was targeted by Jeffrey Epstein on behalf of a foreign nation?
It is in my opinion, I don't think the opinion of the committee, but I do believe that Jeffrey Epstein was targeting many politicians, many influential people, especially in regards to economic policy, etc. And I do believe that it was possible that not just him, but likely Secretary Clinton, as well as a number of other people were targeted due to an intelligence gathering operation. I think the American people will agree with me on that. But again, I don't want to get into too much of the specifics of the deposition, and I will be able to tell you at least once this is over, and we will be also trying to release those recordings from Secretary's deposition yesterday.
This is why I always say that when you leave areas open like that for question, that's when it happens. For instance, they're asking us certain questions that pertain to Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein. It's not really answering the questions open-endedly, where they can get like final understandings of resolutions here. And that's the same way that he was when he was being deposed. Really didn't give the final answers and was really more like, still like acting presidential and more open and having fun about things or whatever. Very general were his comments that he had to say. But when it comes down to Jeffrey Epstein, when him being manipulative and possibly being, I want to say it, a spy, why not? He had a different name, a different alias, also had he had passports from other countries, and he was getting money from all sorts of different powerful people. Why not do that as well and use that powerful information to get more money? I don't know. If he's a creep, why not be a creep that way? It's already been shown that he's done that. All of the video cameras that were left around the home, and like all of the video cameras that we saw in the mansion that we never got that content from, that I've been talking about, like on St. James Island, on St. John's Island, when they broke into the vaults and they took everything out. Where's all of that stuff? All of the videotape and footage from all of that, or all of those downloaded files. And there's still got a whole bunch of files that are left in storage units, unless the estate got that stuff back, which is what they said last week. They don't know where those files are.
As well as President Clinton's as soon as possible. Thank you.
All right, let's see what Bill Clinton actually had to say. I think we actually got some footage. What we got coming up here right now? Okay, what we got? No, got a little bit of information over here where the wall, they're saying that the walls are closing in on President Trump as the Epstein missing files and documents point to an avenue of inquiry. where they're basically saying that it's a possibility that we possibly should bring in President Trump for questioning as well. What do you guys think about that? Bringing in President Trump for questioning. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let's go.
The Atlantic's Sarah Fitzpatrick reports in a blockbuster news story today, quote, Trump and others have expressed concern that this effort could set a precedent for Trump to be subpoenaed to testify under oath about Epstein. According to 4 people familiar with the situation, as one administration official said, everyone's looking for an off-ramp. And that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what we're learning from this new reporting, because according to The Atlantic, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 9 people familiar with information that was submitted to the FBI and the DOJ in recent years told The Atlantic that they were alarmed that many documents, including those that they say include references to Trump, were not made public. 9 people with insight into the FBI's investigation of Epstein know that those materials relating to Trump exist, and that they have been omitted from the DOJ's production of documents as required by law.
How real do you guys think this is? Let me know what you think in the comments. I already gave you my 5. I'm with you guys in the comments. Want to know what you guys have to say.
This report also sheds light on how people inside the administration reacted when they realized the potential implications for the president. Trump's prominence in the files, quote, surprised White House staff members who told us they were unprepared for the release, end quote. As one staffer told The Atlantic, quote, that freaked people out. That freaked out people. Nobody really knew what was coming. The report also details how the administration appears to have targeted Republican Congressman Thomas Massie for his campaign to get the files released. Quote, some of Massie's key staff members were suddenly offered more prestigious jobs in the Trump administration or more lucrative jobs in the private sector. The idea being that if Massie no longer had a full staff, he couldn't pursue ambitious legislation. But despite his relentless efforts to undermine this investigation, Trump's interest in keeping the files hidden remains a mystery, even to his closest allies. The Atlantic reports that Trump, who's not exactly known for his discretion, does not detail even privately what precisely in the files might be so embarrassing to him and those close to him, 4 administration officials told The Atlantic.
Okay, you guys, I have to give everybody fair play. I always give everybody the fair run. Got to do it. You can't just be on one side about it. You got to let everybody get the fair play. Bugatti, we don't want to watch that. Yeah, but guess what? Everybody got to get their fair run. And we don't know what's going on right now until we get to the bottom of this. What do you guys think? Are there missing files? Would you like to know if there are and what's in them? I think I'll be having a little bit of question myself as well. I just want to question the validity of it when it comes out and to see if it's actually something we can substantiate before you start blaming people for things. I never like to do that because I have been proven wrong when I've done that. Hate to be taking my foot out my mouth for saying the wrong things. And do your boy a favor. If you appreciate the content, the way we stand on topic, let's double tap that screen to get those likes up because we've got more to get into right now. Let's go, you guys. Let's double tap that screen because I got Hillary, who's been a little bad, naughty woman. She's getting angry. She was not really too happy when she did her deposition. And I gotta say, it wasn't like uncalled for, because if you're doing a deposition and you call for it to be open, and then all of a sudden somebody's taking photos of you, as we saw yesterday with Representative Lara, you know, you shouldn't have done that. And then all of a sudden they find out, why is Hillary Clinton's photos been posted on your page? She says, oh, let me take that down. We got a little bit of information right here from behind the scenes, as well as the deposition from when Hillary Clinton confronts the Representative Lauren Boebert over a secret photo during the Epstein deposition, plus a little more. Let's get into it, you guys. I queued it up to a certain point. Let's go.
Can I interrupt? There are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying from inside this room. Can you please advise me as to whether or not that's permissible and consistent?
So this is what hindered the case for a little while, when all of a sudden they said they had to stop the deposition for a while, the questioning. This is what happened.
With the rules, particularly given that we have asked for a public hearing. If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how that
I'm done with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So I would like to understand how that's permissible.
She's trying to get more likes and followers on her Instagram and TikTok. She posted that picture.
The hearing was... It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah, well.
I would like to take a break at this moment.
Yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off the record. Go off the record.
She was hot. It got real hot in there. She had to
We'll get
get
back on the
deposed.
record. The majority's time had approximately 5 minutes left in it. I believe that the...
Come on, you guys. I know y'all can show your boy some love and double tap that screen and get those likes up. It gets more people over here to see what we got going on over here. More about the deposition. You saw that, right? Do your boy a favor. Hit the like button. It gets more people over here. And guess what? I got a treat for you. We've been doing this for a while. If we get over 500 likes, that's right, you guys know what we're gonna do. We get over 500 likes, we're gonna send out some keychains. That's right, the Our Bottom Line keychains. Add this to your keychain if you really support the show. And if you want, we get you a decal so that you can put this on your laptop, your truck, your car, so that you can rock out with us on Purple Sunday and have a decal to represent with the show. Over 500, we're gonna send out 5 and 5. We got 10 pieces going out today, you guys. 5 and 5. Let's get those numbers up. Come on, you guys, let's go. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Everybody who sent me the addresses out, your stuff is already on the way. I don't wait, I don't play around. Let's keep going.
The witness or her counsel would like to make a quick statement.
Thank you so much. We've just used the break because we learned during the process of these hearings that the committee was violating its own rules and members tweeting and sharing pictures of what is going on inside this closed hearing. A hearing that we have asked repeatedly to be open to the public. Chairman Comer was gracious enough to engage with me on this matter. We asked specifically to invite the press in, since the committee had already made decisions on its own unilaterally to release pictures and other things that are going on in this room. He indicated that he wanted to speak to that himself directly. I'd like to just say for the record, we find it unacceptable, we find it unprofessional, and we find it unfair.
Accommodation that you all have requested. So we will, again, the members have been advised that is unacceptable. So
Thank you.
We look forward to continuing the
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate you addressing it.
Ranking Member Garcia.
Thank you. Now, I just want to add, it's completely unacceptable that oversight Republicans and its members in this moment chose to violate both committee rules and the agreement that they negotiated directly with Secretary Clinton. Now, the Clintons requested a public hearing specifically to avoid this exact situation. Now, Secretary Clinton has offered to...
Somebody says she looks fairly decent for being 47,000 years old.
to continue speaking throughout this deposition if we also allow the press to come in and on the record. Now, the majority has continued to refuse this. I want to make very clear for the record that oversight Democrats agree today they should be allowed here into the deposition. That's been our position from day one.
Okay, you guys. So again, they're saying that the oversight committee wanted them in there, but the majors said no, we don't want to do that. So I guess they want to see what's going on first, have a chance to look at what she's going to say, and then put it out. If you guys appreciate the content, because she was tight, wasn't she, mad, y'all? She was looking like one of them ice queens, like, oh, I could sizzle you right now. She was mad, boy. Like, and that was a good excuse for her to get up and leave. She was trying to end it all just because of that photo. You saw that, right? Okay, that's enough. I'm not doing any more. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because not only do we have her, you see it behind me, Bill. I had to cue this up because this is a little bit long right here. I mean, from the shaking hands and trying to read paperwork and we understand he's an elderly man at this point and he probably can't recall a lot. But I got to tell you guys, a lot of that probably used being real smart. Hey, you're an elderly man. You know when to start acting. I've seen him do it many times. I know a lot of elderly people that know how to get the Academy Award for falling. That's right, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. I know one myself. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up because Bill Clinton has asked if he ever saw Jeffrey Epstein have number 6 with minors or if he had any number 6, anything like that. I'm going to try not to say so much and let Bill talk. Because I don't want to say
For the
those
record,
words.
what is happening in this photo?
So he's looking at a picture of himself, Bill Clinton, and himself, Bill Clinton, Jeffrey Epstein, and a few other people. If you appreciate the content, can you double tap the screen and get those likes up? I want to know your opinions about this too.
He's smiling at me, looks like he's talking to me.
This is one of the friendly interactions that you were describing earlier.
Yes.
And can you describe the circumstances surrounding this photo?
Are you asking if he recalls the?
I do not. I have no idea. I see Richard Branson in the back and other people.
You got lawyers making sure that he don't say the wrong thing.
But I don't remember anything about it.
And you appear to be comfortable with Mr. Epstein in this photo. Would you disagree with that characterization?
You're creating a characterization. He's already responded to your question about the picture.
I'm comfortable with a lot of people. I'm comfortable here. I'm not happy, but I'm comfortable.
Boy, does he know how to work a room. I did not have sexual intercourse with that woman.
And my conscience is clear. That helps.
"27 flights, mad other unreported times." And you mean to tell me you ain't do nothing, Bill? Come on, Bill, but you smart. I wouldn't tell it either. You have to catch me if you can, huh, Bill?
Let me see. Okay.
Mr. President, we have about 5 minutes remaining in the majority's first hour, so I just want to ask you some questions related to the crimes committed by Mr. Epstein and Ms. Maxwell. Did you ever witness Mr. Epstein sexually abuse or assault young women or girls?
No.
Did you ever witness Mr. Epstein receive massages from young women or girls?
Not that I recall.
Have you ever received massages from young women and girls? That's what he should have said, because we got the photo.
Did Mr. Epstein ever discuss sexual acts of any kind with you?
No.
Stupid reporter.
Did you ever have any sexual contact with young women or girls in the presence of Epstein or Maxwell?
No.
Did you ever have sexual contact with any young woman or girl introduced to you by Epstein or Maxwell?
No.
Mr. President, with the benefit of hindsight, were there things you witnessed that could have suggested that Epstein was trafficking and sexually abusing young women and girls?
I do not believe so.
We will go off the record.
I do not believe so. Okay, Mr. Clinton. So you kind of know how that went, right? Back and forth, and somebody hit the nail on the head. Somebody said he's using that dementia as his fifth. Some good analogy right there. Do me a favor, you guys. Y'all appreciate the content. We do a lot of research here to try to tie things together, do the homework, and make sure that we stay number one. That's right, we are. That's right, our bottom line. Ain't nobody messing with us between this hour. Go look, they can't keep up because that's right, we the best, me as well as you guys. But I couldn't do it without you. Liberty and Justice, Batty Lynn, Luigi, all you guys that show up every day, Miss Swanza. I can't forget about Sam Champion, all you guys over there, Jeffrey Spilker. Let's keep it moving. Mega Dub, what's poppin'? Liberty, how you doing? John Patrick, I see you over there. Who else we got up in here? Kim? Yeah, let's keep on going, you guys, because now we got the Epstein file photo that appeared to show Secretary Lutnick. Yeah, told you guys, we got that photo with Jeffrey Epstein on his island after he was convicted of being a what? I don't want to say the word, but you remember when we started this off, we started off with the stages that this went through, where we had Howard Lutnick make his statements, say how disgusting Jeffrey Epstein was, say that his wife and him agreed that they should never go over there again, even though he was the next door neighbor, and say that he never had any sort of meetings or anything like that with him. This is why I can't really rock with you, Howard. I don't care what party you're a part of. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Let's see what we can get into over here. And stop bringing in the fact that you're trying to say, oh, we brought our kids with us. Because we know what that means. We already see how Sarah Ferguson get down. Now we're going to start thinking other things about you. Not, oh, we brought our kids and it was innocent. We're going to think you brought the kids for another reason. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up. I don't put it past nobody at this point, period, at all. Let's go.
We've got a couple of new, pretty compelling things regarding the Epstein case. First of all, new revelations about the latest apparent mistake by the Justice Department releasing the Epstein files. The New York Times is reporting that a seemingly technical phrase buried in millions of pages of documents may, in fact, have exposed the names of cooperating witnesses, potentially putting them in danger. I want to bring in senior legal reporter Lisa Rubin. This has to do with the phrase proffer at 500 that appeared in the documents. Explain that.
Well, first of all, Chris, the documents in question are documents that pertain to 7 different men that were being held at the time what was the jail next to the Manhattan Federal Courthouse called the Manhattan Correctional Center, or MCC. That facility has since been closed. It was closed in the wake of Jeffrey Epstein's death. But these documents reflect the phrase, as you noted, proffer at 500. That essentially means that these people were going in to have a proffer session with prosecutors at 500 Pearl Street. That's the courthouse adjacent to it that houses the Southern District of New York.
So this video got in front of the other one. This is basically different inmates that basically went and got proffers after Jeffrey Epstein's apparent suicide. The next one we'll do, the next one with Howard Lutnick. Appreciate you guys for understanding. Sometimes it happens.
And again, these are people who were in the jail at the time. They are identified by Jonah Bromwich and Willie Rashbaum of the New York Times as 7 different men who either tried to cooperate or in fact were cooperating. They confirmed that at least 3 of the men whose names appeared with that phrase were in fact cooperators. And I want to caution people against drawing the conclusion that they were cooperators against Epstein in his criminal case. That's certainly one possibility, but another possibility is that these were people who were housed near Epstein in the MCC prior to his death, and that they were cooperating witnesses in the ensuing investigation as to how he died.
We're also following some news regarding a photo that was in the Epstein files. It's just been restored, right, to the DOJ database. It appears to show the Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick. What do we know about this photo? What can you tell us?
So, Chris, we don't know definitively where or when this photo was taken. However, it depicts Jeffrey Epstein with 3 other men, one of whom appears to be Howard Lutnick in the blue shirt there. There's also a man to the far right of the screen. That man may be a gentleman known as Michael Lehrman. When the Lutnicks visited Epstein Island in 2012 to have lunch with Jeffrey Epstein at his invitation, they not only brought along their kids and some child caregivers, but they brought along a couple named Michael and Marcy Lehrman. We know that from documents that have also been publicly released, and the Lehrman's children. A comparison of a photo of Michael Lehrman on the corporate website, where he is a CEO of a company called Newmark, shows that this picture, the gentleman in the white shirt, bears a striking resemblance to that Michael Lehrman. That Michael Lehrman also was formerly affiliated with Cantor Fitzgerald, the company that Howard Lutnick founded and led until he was Commerce Secretary.
Very interesting. Lisa Rubin, thank you.
Thank you.
More on Lutnick. Now I got it. I see what that was. That was a bleed into Lutnick, but I know I got more on it by itself. What we got right here? I think we do. Yeah, let's keep on. Nah, I had enough for you, buddy. I think we already showed that anyway. Where we got? Where we at? Okay. I think we got enough on the right. Let me see. No, I want to do one more. I want this to go down right here. I want to see this because we already did the home in New York, the mansion. We've done the inspection of the the private jet, the Lolita. Let's see if we can do something with this $30 million mansion right here. We're going to explore Jeffrey Epstein's abandoned $30 million mansion really quickly. Let's see what's going on with this, you guys.
All right, guys, what's up? Today we're
this is his $30 million mansion.
$30 million mansion. Let's see what was left.
I like to do a little more all the time, just to try to see what we can find.
A huge dining room. It's pretty cool. We got a fireplace over here. And we did start upstairs. This was the entrance point. We'll make our way down.
This guy was living high off the hog. He had some serious money to have all of these mansions and all of this property.
Made me jump, guys, but that's just actually a fire alarm.
Ain't nobody put a battery in that sucker.
Right now we're in the kitchen. They could definitely save this. You see the wood starting to bowl over here, guys. And if there's running water. Nope. I didn't even think about the shelves over here. Yeah, guys, this was a library, not a living room. Pretty cool. So the bedrooms must be upstairs, dude. Yeah, check this out, guys. The staircase is pretty cool.
Spiral staircase.
You got a shared shower over here. And the bedroom number 2.
Rich. Spoiled. Yeah. Living high on the hog.
There's a bathroom down here, Dennis. How many bathrooms is that?
It's been a while since they've been in there. So let's see what the outside of it looks like, so we can see what the front of this one looks like. This guy had numerous properties everywhere. Yeah, so Jeffrey Epstein's other mansion. All right, guys, let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. We got to get on over to MA. Now asked, is this point corruption? Member of the Trump administration. Oh, boy. We explored. Oh, let me see something. I'm sorry about that, you guys. No, I'm making a mistake over here. Sorry. KTLA. This 12-year-old daughter, Kimberly, was a victim of a vicious bully attack. Hit in the head. I want you guys to see this right here. You see this right here? Somebody actually used this as a weapon. I wanted you guys to see that. See this right here? It has been abandoned for a long time. Somebody used this as a weapon on a 12-year-old. He was a bully. Threw one of these at the back of this girl's head. She was feeling bad for a little while. She went to the doctor. They told her to take some Tylenol. Next day, she fainted. They brought her, she was feeling bad. They brought her back to the hospital. Found out that she had a brain aneurysm. Had to hook her up to a machine. She just lost her life. She was only 12 years old, Los Angeles. Bullies, I don't understand it. Why? I could never do anything like that. But throwing something like this at somebody when it's like full or even when it's not full, it's a weapon right here. She lost her life and the family is extremely in pain behind this situation. Let you see what's going on with this. Hopefully people can learn from this. Let your kids know about it, because bullying, it's not fair on either side, but it's even worse when something like this happens, you guys. Come on, let's get this story out.
ATLA's Sandra Mitchell is live in Reseda with the heartbreaking story. Sandra?
Cher, it really is. Her family says this school was supposed to be a safe place, but that the bullying had been going on for a while. For its part, the school will only say they are deeply saddened by what happened and fully cooperating with what has become now a homicide investigation. A grieving mother outside Reseda High School. Tonight, Elma Chiquipa tells KTLA her 12-year-old daughter Kimberly was the victim of a vicious bullying attack. Hit in the head in the school hallway, she died days later after a brain hemorrhage.
It was a metal water bottle, and they threw it to her right over here. Then after that, she said she was feeling dizzy when she got home, so they took her to the hospital.
Witnesses say the water bottle that struck Kimberly was launched by another 12-year-old girl. After the incident at Reseda High, Kimberly was taken to the ER.
No, nada. Solamente le recetó Tylenol.
Her mom says the doctor did nothing. They sent Kimberly home and told her to take Tylenol. But a few days later, Kimberly collapsed.
The day that she had the aneurysm, we had no clue that something was about to happen.
Guy Gazzett is Kimberly's uncle.
The child that attacked Kimberly was a problematic child and that has been fighting and bullying a lot of kids, not specifically targeting Kimberly.
Justice for Kimberly!
Amid all this grieving, now there are demands for justice. Kimberly's classmates demonstrating outside the school today, and the LAPD is investigating this as a homicide, saying due to the sensitive nature and the involved parties being juveniles, we are not releasing any further information. As you can imagine, Kimberly's family facing some really extreme medical bills because she did have 3 surgeries before she passed. There is a GoFundMe to help the family. If you'd like to contribute, you can find the link on our website. It's ktla.com. We're live tonight in Reseda. I'm Sandra Mitchell.
KTL.
Bullying. I want to pray for the family. I want to pray for little Lena. I want to pray for her friends and family that are going through this terrible, tragic time. Her brother that had to explain that understood what she was going through. This bullying has to stop. I want people to hopefully show this video to other children. So maybe they would snitch and tell on another child. Or maybe you can show this to somebody that's been told that they're a bully to see what they could be possibly doing to somebody and winding up. It's not that serious, you guys, as far as that bullying is concerned. And it's not a good thing for children to feel like they need to be victimized. It's also not a good thing for people or children to feel as if they can bully children. I am an extreme advocate against bullying. I do not think it's right, and I pray for every single person whoever dealt with it. And I pray for them to get strength and they get some sort of justice behind this, as well as strength for the family. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. This is crazy. This is bananas. Sorry to see something like this happen, you guys, but let me just tell you how I was as a youth. Always knew that I was strong. Always knew that I could fight. So I beat up bullies. You guys probably get mad at me for saying that, because, oh, bully guy, you shouldn't fight. My thing was, I like to beat up the bullies. I used to love doing it. When I see somebody bullying another kid, and I've always been short, why don't you do that to me? Okay, cool. Boop, bap, boop, bap. Next thing you know, they sleeping, and I'm walking off with the kid. Yeah, exactly. I love to beat up on a bully. I'm sorry. That's one thing you might not like about me, but a bully getting their ass whipping, I'm all for it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, right now. Pray for the family as well. Now the other family's going to lose a daughter. It's, again, home training. Just like you said, it is about home training, because you have to learn at home. A real dude, yeah, I do. I love you guys too. Bullying is a common day experience all across America and in the schools. One thing you notice about kids in school, because we were in school before, kids can be brutal, verbally and physically. Talk about your clothes. Talk about how you look. You could be going through it. You don't know what your family going through. Oh, well, look at his shoes. Look at his jacket. And make somebody want to fight or whatever like that. You know how it used to be when they used to snap on you or run game or try to talk down on you? You guys know what I'm talking about. But that's why I don't like bullies, because you never know what the parents are going through, especially if they're trying their best with their child. And these people look like they were doing their best and they had good children. Sad situation. Let's get on over to Tuskegee. Trial for the accused iller of Anaya Blanchard, said to begin on Monday. That's right, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen and get these likes up to get more about these stories right here. We got to get on over. I don't even want to report this story. She was only 19 years old. This is a terrible situation right here. 19 years old, lost her life to a maniac.
We start with a capital murder trial for the man accused of kidnapping and murdering 19-year-old Anaya Blanchard in 2019, with that court case set to begin Monday morning.
6.5 years after Blanchard's body was found in a wooded area of Macon County, the man accused of the crime will now go to trial. News Center 9's East Alabama reporter Talia Cavallini is in Tuskegee to...
I like the kickball idea. I used to love kickball. You mad cool. Yo, Laura, you are so cool, because I love kickball. I started kickball games in my neighborhood to help the kids get along. If not kickball, dodgeball. Woo, with these hands, I had these hands when I was little. I was palming the ball when I was little. I used to be sping out of there with dodgeball. Let's go, y'all.
preview the case ahead of the trial.
You guys appreciate the content that I'm worked on, made sure we sequence, getting all aspects of everything. We've done politics. We've done with the WAR. We've did the Jeffrey Epstein, and we still got more to show you guys. Y'all mean to tell me y'all can't double tap that screen and get those likes up so y'all can get some merch at 500? Sending out keychains today, and I'm going to be sending out those decals. Get over 500. If it's 501 likes, sending them out. Let's go. Let's get some more people over here too.
Talia, have you been able to talk with anyone on either side of this case so far as we get ready to start jury selection?
Jason, the simple answer is no. Because this is such a high-profile case, the judge has put a gag place in order. That means that no one tied to the case is able to talk about it publicly or with the media.
Just hoping and praying that everything goes well starting next week, next Monday, and then everybody can get through this and, we'll have a verdict at the end.
The defendant, 34-year-old Ibrahim Yazid, pleaded not guilty to the charges capital murder during kidnapping, capital murder during a robbery, and capital murder involving a victim in a vehicle. Yazid was arrested just days after the disappearance of 19-year-old Anaya Blanchard in an Auburn gas station and has remained jailed without bond since. Blanchard's body was found in a wooded area of Macon County 1 month later. 6.5 years later, jury selection for the trial is set to begin at the Tuskegee Municipal Complex. 450 potential jurors have been summoned for this case in an effort to ensure an impartial jury can be seated.
Oh boy, I hope this comes to a good end, and I hope he gets life for that. And main thing is getting closure for the family and really making sure that they got the right person, because that's the right thing to do. I want to pray for her and her family. I want to pray for a good case. I want to pray for strength and stability for the lawyers and everybody dealing with this case. And hopefully they get to the bottom line of what's going on with it. And we will continue to keep you guys updated on what's going on. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, over to Massachusetts. We got a high school basketball coach. You ain't gonna believe this. This is the one I was trying to tell you about yesterday. He's accused of improper actions. I want to just try to clean it up a little bit because I have to be careful. But what he was doing, serving margaritas and shots to the high schoolers. That's right, you guys. Margaritas, shots. That's what this fool was doing. Let's go.
Malden teacher and high school girls basketball coach is being held on bail accused of raping a student. Prosecutors say he knew the victim. Boston 25 News reporter Bob Ward is on scene outside Woburn District Court. He learned the suspect is also a foster parent.
Now, you can't really trust nobody. We've been showing you sheriffs. We've been showing you pastors. We've been showing you so many people, teachers, that you can't trust, especially when they go to another town and try to do stuff. Here, we got a high school basketball coach, already did the R word and was manipulating minors.
As a trusted educator, basketball coach, and a foster parent, Scott Marino has spent his entire career around young people. Now he's accused of raping a teenager in his own home. Scott, do you have anything to say about these charges?
Wood chipper, I don't know how he out. I don't know how he got bail. Do yourself a favor. 2 days in a row. Y'all saw we did it if you've been here yesterday. How many teachers we see that they're not doing their homework on? Vetting, making sure that they've been well checked, making sure that their history is right. How many teachers? Why are they doing this? Because you can't find good help and they need somebody to put in that spot to make sure that they don't get in trouble for not having full staff. They don't care anymore, you guys. We got to almost go into the school and be like, I want to see this person's credentials. Why can't we do something like that? That's important. We need to know what's going on with these people that are supposed to be watching over our children and leading them and teaching them. Please do me a favor and double tap that screen so more people can get out here and know what's going on with these stories. Also, the kids can know warning signs. Yeah, gotta look out for your teachers too. And if you guys feel that some of this information is good enough and pertinent to show your child at a certain age, I think it's about time to do it. No, Bugatti, don't show them that it's too heavy for them. It's actually too heavy what's going on out here and for them not to be aware of what's happening. You gotta prepare them. Let's go.
But thank you. 54-year-old Scott Marino with nothing to say as he walks out the front door of Woburn District Court after posting $75,000 cash bail in a case that has stunned his community.
Como versus Scott Marino matter.
Earlier, Scott Marino, the Malden High School basketball coach, was arraigned on charges that he allegedly raped an 18-year-old student in his Stoneham house on Ash Wednesday. Marino is charged with 2 counts of rape, indecent assault and battery on a person over 14, and buying alcohol for a minor. Not guilty pleas were entered on his behalf. In court, a prosecutor identified Scott Marino as a foster parent who knew the victim.
The defendant used, I would suggest, that relationship and took advantage of that relationship. There's a significant age difference. The defendant is 54 years old. The victim is 18 years old.
According to the prosecutor, the attack took place after Marino's wife left on a business trip. Marino allegedly gave the victim a driving lesson after attending Ash Wednesday services together. The victim allegedly drove Marino's car to Boston, where he picked up seafood takeout. On the way back to Stoneham, prosecutors say they stopped at a liquor store where Marino was recorded on store video buying strawberry margarita mix and tequila. Back at the house, authorities allege Marino served the teen alcohol. After she got sick, she went to bed. Authorities say Marino allegedly sexually assaulted the teen in the bed as she was trying to recover. The victim called an aunt who called 911.
He took it.
Now where the hell he get all that money from on a teacher's salary? I want to know. Of course he got money. What's going on? Where he got all this damn money from? What's going on over here? Like, I want to read what, of course he got money, WTF, foster parent. I can't believe that. Exactly. Technically, that's an adult. Inappropriate and policy issues with being a teacher, but not technically illegal for your freedoms. We were purchased with the demise of child soldiers storming into, okay, whatever you talk. Okay, gotcha. Hello and good morning, everybody. Good morning, you guys. Good for her calling for help. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Advantage of that situation, and that this was clearly some planning went into this with essentially organizing to go get dinner.
This is exactly why we shouldn't have boys and girls locker rooms. This would happen all the time, but not by the teachers.
To provide drinks and then engage in the type of behavior he did over the course of the night.
Scott Marino was a teacher at the Linden STEAM Academy and a longtime Malden High School varsity girls basketball coach.
And we also have to remember the guy that was an administrator since 2018, just moving to different schools because he got suspended from this school, so he went to another one. Moved to that, was suspended from that school, went to another one. Or another trick that they like to do, they don't be full-time teachers. They be like teachers' assistants. Watch out for them. Watch out, because some of them get into the profession just for that.
A neighbor told me the accusations are shocking.
I don't believe he's capable of doing this. I've known them for 19 years that I've lived here. They're a family.
25 Investigates has twice reached out to DCF to find out more about Marino's status as a foster parent. We have not heard back. Marino due back here in court in April.
Oh, I hope y'all heard that. He's also a foster parent. So that's probably where he's getting some of that money from as well, has the foster children. And I don't even want to say what you guys are thinking about the possibilities of the foster children. This is crazy right here. I hope they come to a resolution and find out what's going on. This needs a very strong detection going on. They need to look into this. Lord, we want to pray for the victims, as well as people that they're not mentioning, or or people that are probably too scared to come forward and probably were very young dealing with this man. They need to find out every single place that he's been, and please try to get on top of it. Lord, we ask for your help and strength in getting through this today. Amen. Crazy story right there, you guys. Crazy. Yes, we're trying to pray for strength. What if she's lying? You're right about that. What if she is lying? But we're going to keep on moving forward and keep on following the story to see if it is a lie. Because we did find out about stories like that as well yesterday with somebody who had got lied on and he started pressing charges. We follow those stories too. Oh, don't think we let people off the hook over here, not on our bottom line. Let's get on over to these neighbors who shocked. I'm shocked about this one too. 69-year-old woman arrested in a 50-year-old infant cold case. And it goes to show you, DNA is powerful, very powerful. 69 years old, came and got her. DNA ain't no joke. You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up. How do I find stories like this? Have to make sure that we're on point.
For your news at 11, I'm Jessica Kiesling. After nearly 50 years, a cold case has been solved.
Thank you so much, YT News Morning Show. I really appreciate you, Sebastian. We try to make sure that we get you enough trending topics, current events. We show you the clips. This way you have a chance of, if you want to go watch more on that story, we try to get you as much as possible. Let's keep on going, you guys.
In Columbus County, WWAY's Connor Doherty has been following this story all day and joins us live in the studio. Connor, what case was solved and what has been the reaction from residents?
The reaction is how much can you lift or bench press? Because Lord have mercy, look at her shoulders. Keep on going, you guys.
Jessica, surprise from neighbors has been the main reaction after detectives solved the case of an infant girl found dead in the late 1970s. A house in Whiteville sits barely illuminated. Friends seen talking on the front porch earlier in the day, following the news that one of the homeowners 69-year-old Kathy McKee had just been arrested, news that quickly became known to her neighbors like Sue Tyson.
I couldn't hardly believe it. That's terrible.
Back in 1979, the world saw several major events, including the Iran hostage crisis, the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, and the 3 Mile Island nuclear accident. And in Columbus County, the body of a newborn girl was found at the county landfill, a crime they laid cold for 47 years, until Tuesday, when investigators arrested McKee, charging her with felony concealing the birth of a child.
I only know her just from living on the same road that she lives on. But
This is not a man, that's an old woman. Stop it, y'all. Stop it.
I've always thought of her as a real nice person.
On Wednesday night, I went to try and see if that was the case by knocking on the McKee's door. This is what happened.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Talking about somebody that looked like Ric Flair in drag. No, it's not. That's not a man.
Columbus County Sheriff Bill Rogers says detectives reopened the case around 2 years ago, and that advances in DNA technology helped identify McKee as the infant's mother. The State Bureau of Investigation also assisted, and when I reached out for comment, a spokesperson for the SBI said the Columbus County Sheriff's Office deserves the recognition for their hard work. Rogers thanked the work of his detectives and the ones who worked the case nearly 50 years ago.
Wow, cold case, DNA. Found the body, they must have been able to find some DNA on her, cross-referenced, cross-checked, and they found her, you guys. 50-year-old cold case. Goes to tell you, if something needs to come to the light after a while, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. Who else be showing you cold cases, up-to-date trending topics and current events at 6 o'clock in the morning until you can't get enough? Your boy BOOGOTTINYC right here on Our Bottom Line. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? We're trying to get to 70,000 subscribers. That's right, you guys, and we right there. Let's keep on going. Let's go. We got to get on over to Australia. I told you we go everywhere. We got some teenagers that stills nabbed a man on an e-bike, a dispute at Bondi. Yeah, we got to keep on going forward, you guys. I think this is at a train station, if I remember what Bondi was, yeah.
An argument over an e-bike has taken a violent turn at Bondi Beach.
Bondi Beach, sorry about that.
Teenagers allegedly stabbing a stranger, leaving him seriously injured.
Now, both boys were on bail at the time. It's another terrifying example of Sydney's out of control.
First of all, both of them are already out on bail while they did this.
Knife crime.
Lights and sirens on the streets of Bondi. A 54-year-old treated for multiple stab wounds, 2 teenagers on the run.
This is going to be a concert.
The man got into an argument and then a physical fight with a 15-year-old riding an e-bike on Gould Street just after 9 o'clock last night.
The original location is just on done.
The boy then returned with a 17-year-old who police say was armed with a knife, allegedly stabbing the man multiple times before taking off. The victim was taken to St Vincent's Hospital in a serious but stable condition. Police started searching for the blade and the teenagers who were arrested a few streets away.
Terrible. I am afraid to go out.
The 2 teenagers face Parramatta
Thank you so
Children's
much,
Court
GZ.
today, charged with multiple offences, including intent to cause grievous bodily harm. Both were allegedly on bail for other crimes.
I mean, that's just ridiculous and horrible, and what kind of values, and also the group mentality of that, like, that's shocking.
Sam Payne, 7 News.
So the thing with that is over there, they use knives more than anything else because they don't really have access to too much pow. So that's how they get down over there. Told you we go everywhere. Canada, Australia, don't matter to us. Have something going on in Uruguay. We'll be there. We'll be there. Yes, I'm happy. It's my birthday month. Only got 14 more days to that day, you guys. My birthday is on St. Patrick's Day. Let's get it, you guys. How many people want to go with me to the St. Patrick's Day parade? We'll meet somewhere, have some coffee, a couple of other drinks, probably go out and have a little bash after that. It starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. I do the Ferris Bueller's Day Off on my birthday, which is St. Patrick's Day. I go down there, I hang with the bands, get footage. You guys will go look at last year's series that we did. I'm going to go out there and have a ton of fun. If you guys want to come out, let me know. We got my email address. We'll meet up somewhere, have a good meet and greet, and go enjoy the parade together. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to Bali. That's right. We got this convicted suitcase murderer who came to use for a trial that he and his girlfriend illed her mother. You remember this one situation overseas in India where the boyfriend and the girlfriend KILLED the mother and put her inside a suitcase? Well, he came home, thought that he wasn't gonna get rearrested. Guess what? They got him, and they bringing him back to court over here. I'm so happy to hear about this story because he thought he was gonna be set free, but no. Looks like he's gonna be going to jail for this situation over in the United States now. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go
To what was a
to Chicago. Come on, y'all. Let's get it.
sensational trial that spanned the globe. A wealthy Chicago socialite murdered and stuffed into a suitcase. Her daughter and her boyfriend convicted in the brutal crime in tropical Bali, Indonesia. Last night, that boyfriend, Tommy Schaefer, returned here to Chicago. His first court appearance was this morning. NBC5's Charlie Wojciechowski was in court for us, and he's here now with what happened. Charlie?
Well, Allison, this is a case almost a dozen years in the making. Both Tommy Schaefer and his girlfriend, Heather Mack, have served time for their crime abroad. Mack returned to the U.S. in 2024. Now it's Schaefer's turn to face the charges here.
I try not to miss Miss Swanza. I try to read everybody's comments, but it's hard.
This is video provided by Tommy Schaefer's mother of him being hustled out of a facility in Indonesia on his way to the airport, where he's being deported back to the United States.
So do you guys have jurisdiction to detain him?
He thought he was good, right? And then the feds came and got him. They sitting right next to him. You know those stupid questions that you ask, right? So do you guys actually have, you guys do have jurisdiction to come get me? Oh yeah, we do. Let's go. Let's go. It ain't over. You got more time to serve, buddy. Look at that face right there. Should have been thinking about that when you did that to the lady. Huh? Yeah, let's go.
On a facility in Indonesia on his way to the airport, where he's being deported back to the United States.
So do you guys have jurisdiction to detain him?
Now, he barely survived getting pow by fire over there in India. Barely survived that. That almost was his fate.
Schaefer asked the question of FBI agents accompanying him back to Chicago, where he still faces charges in connection with the sensational murder of his then-girlfriend's mother. This morning, dressed in an orange jumpsuit and leg shackles, Tommy Schaefer waved to his family as he made his first court appearance. In the United States, he has been charged with conspiracy and obstruction for his role in the murder of 62-year-old Sheila von Wiesmack, a wealthy socialite whose badly battered body was found inside this bloody suitcase as Schaefer and Heather Mack were leaving the St. Regis Valley Resort in 2014. The so-called suitcase murder attracted international attention. Mack and Schaefer were arrested shortly after the body was discovered and were convicted of the killing, reportedly committed to access her mother's trust fund. Mack served 7 years of a 10-year sentence, during which she gave birth to a child and raised it part of the time in prison. She was deported from Indonesia in 2021. Schaefer has spent the last 11 years in custody. Today, he told U.S. District Judge Matthew.
This story was really big, if you guys remember.
Now, he would act as his own attorney in a matter like this, where my life is on the line, he said.
Bali,
I would like to speak for myself. The judge told Schaefer the choice was his, but a really bad idea. Schaefer could face up to life in prison if convicted. Mack was sentenced to 26 years in prison when she pled guilty to the charges a little more than 2 years ago. Prison records show she is serving that sentence at the Hazleton Federal Correctional Institution in West Virginia. Today, the FBI issued a statement saying it is the long arm of the law and that the Bureau remains committed to bringing violent criminals to justice no matter where in the world those crimes were committed.
Good question. Where is the baby now? Wow, I don't remember. A lot of people do remember this. I remember it because they were like a handsome couple, very pretty. And we were always wondering, why would they do that to the mother and stuff her in a suitcase? I always had that question, you guys.
The judge today set Schaefer's next court date for May. He also set the trial date for January 11th of 2027.
Now, you think that you can trust people? No, man. Let me tell you something. You guys ever see Belly? You've seen Belly before. When the guy was like, yo, well, I forgot what his name was. What was his name? Knowledge. He was out there getting money. Knowledge, boom. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge was getting his money, doing his thing, right? And that's who Method Man had to deal with, right? Remember that situation? Yeah, it was same situation where his girlfriend was like a police officer or like a probation officer, something like that. So she rolled in there and pulled out on him, and they was like, that's my girl. She a PO, don't worry about her. Yeah, we got a lot of situations like that going on. Just because your girlfriend or your husband might be on the straight up and up, don't mean that you're going to be. And that doesn't mean that you might not hang around with the wrong sorts of people. Perfect situation right here. Perfect example in Tennessee. We got a probation officer that was been charged with bad conduct and being around the scene of what? D-Rugs got arrested. Yeah, what you doing over here? Ain't you a probation officer? What you doing around all this stuff? Let's get her. Let's see what's going on with this. Come on, y'all.
5 people, including a probation officer, are under arrest following a drug bust at a home in Haywood County.
She should have pulled out her badge and been like, yeah, I'm in here first, y'all. Yeah, I was here because I knew what was going on. No, bitch. Get up against the wall. You with them. Don't try to be stupid. Imagine if she would have did that, pulled out her badge on them like, yeah, y'all, I was undercover. Bitch, you wasn't no undercover. They coming to get you too. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
The West Tennessee Drug Task Force went to a home in Brownsville and found drugs, a gun, drug paraphernalia, and more than $22,000 in suspected drug money. Agents found a woman hiding in a shower and a shooting victim wanted in Memphis on felony charges at the home. And several malnourished dogs were rescued. Agents say Janetta Whitley, a probation officer, arrived at the scene and tried to enter the home, but she had no authority. They say Whitley has children with one of the suspects. She was indicted and arrested on official misconduct charges.
So
5 people.
So Jonetta done gave it up. Thank you so much, saying I'm looking extra boolicious today. You funny, Vincent. You funny. Thanks for the $5 though. I don't turn down nothing because Vincent said I got 5 on it. Vincent, thank you so much. I'm gonna put that towards my coffee. I mean what am I gonna have this morning on that? Some organic tea. Thank you so much, Vincent. You know, it's a little expensive in New York right now, so every little bit helps. And right now, we done stepped up our food plan because we've been watching some real nasty stuff, and we gotta make sure that we eating good. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Yeah, she should have never got caught up in that situation right there. What are you doing getting caught up in a sting like that? Wonder what's gonna happen to her. I'm gonna keep on moving forward with the story to see and let you guys know what comes about it. Here we go. It's time to do it, you guys. I need to ask you guys, what are the best honeys? That's right, not your girlfriend, not your sweetie sitting next to you. Honey. You ever hear the saying, everything is yummy with golden blossom honey, cinnamon toast and pancakes, honey makes it yummy. How the hell do I know these songs? I don't know what the hell's going on with me. I can't help it. But when it comes down to certain stuff, it just brings me to a certain time. I used to just really love commercials, and I used to always try to sound like the person, like, here's tonight, oh, here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special, the beer will pour. Must be something more somehow. So tonight, let it be low and brown. Yeah, I'm talking about some of the wildest songs that I remember. That's why when I see these rappers and R&B songs, people bringing these songs out, like somebody did the Reuniti on Ice, Reuniti. Yeah, I didn't even know that was the Reuniti song. Just dropped it. But yes, sometimes history repeats itself. Music comes back out. It's time to get into our health and wellness section. I want you guys to smile, have a good day. Wanted to break up all that craziness that's going on. It's time to get into something that's gonna help us out. What are we about to do right here? You guys know what time it is. Let's get into it right now. I'm not holding back because I want you guys to let me know what's your favorite sweetener. Do you use honey? Do you use sugar? What do you guys actually use when it comes down to trying to sweeten the foods that you eat? I need to know because honestly, there's a lot that's out there that you guys probably shouldn't be using, and we're gonna break it down right now. I said Golden Blossom. I said a couple of other companies, a couple of other brands, right? But right now, I want to get into it. Right, let me see. Here we go. Here we go, and I love it. Avoid. This is me. You don't have to listen to me. This is just some information that we're bringing you guys up on, things to look at, to know about different brands. I am making no accusations. I'm making no claims. I'm not telling you guys not to buy these products. I watched this video, and the information that I got out of it was very, very informative, and I like to share it with you. This is avoid these 7 honey brands at all costs. and 5 that are safe. Avoid these honey brands that are all cost and 5 that are safe. Why did I want to bring you guys this? Because I had the little bear and it had some honey in it. I put it in the cabinet and then the next thing you know, I took it out. It got really hard and I started noticing it. I put a spoon inside of it and I tasted it and it tasted like sugar. I'm saying to myself, why would honey taste like sugar? Turned it over, origins of cane sugar. When it hardens, wasn't even honey. Be careful with what they're trying to charge you as putting over as honey because that's a very expensive item. Honey is very good for the body, very good for B12, other substantial vitamins that you need. Also a fantastic healing agent. That's right, healing agent for scars and much more. Pay attention to the right honeys because if you're paying for it, you might as well get the right stuff. Let's get into it, you guys. This is, again, avoid these 7 honey brands at all costs, 5 that are safe. Let's get right into it, you guys. Suebee honey, S-U-E-B-E-E honey. It's sold as honey, and that was really contaminated, and they had a class action lawsuit for S-U-B honey. Suebee honey. Be careful with that one. Great value honey. Not actually honey, does not contain honey, and it has corn syrup, rice syrup, and sugar cane. That's what I was like, wait a minute. Now I know that can't be honey. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Europe bans ultra processed honey the same way that it bans certain sort of processes that are going along with other foods that we've been noticing throughout the entire time that we've been running this category, whether it's been the cereals ultra processed, whether it's been pancake mix, whether it's been even our pastas that are enriched and not really the pastas. They strip them and then they bring all the vitamins back. That's why it's called enriched. Anytime it's enriched, it's been stripped of all of its nutrients and given like GMO or super processed to give back those vitamins, and you're not really getting the vitamins back that you should be getting from that actual that product or that food. Let's get on over to wholesome sweeteners. Organic honey, found chemicals. That's the name of the company. Wholesome sweeteners. It's supposed to be organic honey, but it's not. They found chemicals that were found in Roundup weed killer. They found chemicals that were found in Roundup weed killer. Multiple labs found glyphosate and contaminated in this contaminated honey. Another honey, it's called Billy Bee honey, B-I-L-L-Y-B-E-E honey, accused of cutting their honey with corn syrup, rice syrup. Laboratory testing found sugar ratio that did not match the real honey. That's how they knew that it wasn't real honey. Internal emails showed that executives knew about the difference, but the marketing the brand was more important than anything. A lot of times you'll get a company that was starting off and had a good quality about them, but once they get bought, the next person doesn't care about that. They just care about making money and getting their money back in profit. And got to be careful when new owners take over. We've got Kroger honey. It's ultra filtered with 0 pollen, making it impossible to trace where the honey came from. Ultra filtered with 0 pollen, yes, making it impossible to find out where the FDA alerts that have linked similar products. You guys are ready for this? The FDA has alerted similar products to have linkages to imports that are contaminated with a neurotoxin that causes permanent brain damage. Independent labs have found lead in this honey. I'm talking about the Kroger honey, you guys. I'm reading it to you right now. Kroger honey. Keep on moving forward. Long Knees honey, quality food product, was found contaminated with nitro and ultra metabolisms what's the word? What was that? Spermicin residue, banned antibiotics and cancerous. These antibiotics in Langnese honey, Langnese, L-A-N-G-N-E-S-E honey. These antibiotics are illegal in food products, regulatory fines, and the company just keeps on producing it. Dutch honey. Let's get into Dutch honey. It's been creating the illusion that it has been mass produced, and it represents what should taste like independently laboratory testings, but consistent reveals ultra filtration, so aggressive that the pollen count is absolutely zero. Dutch honey has a pollen count of absolutely zero. Why is the pollen count important? Because that means it derives from real honeys and honeybees, and it has a possibility of having all the real, raw, true nutrients in it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need honey for. If we're buying it for nutrients, for things like to help out our immune systems, as well as to make sure that our scars and our wounds heal, let's get the best that we can find, even if it's a little bit more expensive. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We've got raw, we're gonna get into some good honeys now. I'm tired of the bad ones. Let's get into some good ones. We got a good one. It's called raw nectar. This is good honey. Raw Minonka, M-I-N-O-K-A. Raw Minonka Honey Company. Launched in 2017 with a revolutionary concept. What if genuine New Zealand Minonkan honey didn't require taking out the second mortgage for the company? And that's basically what they're trying to say, because it's not that expensive. And it also has all of the right sort of compounds derived from honeybees, became popular among health-conscious consumers who understood that man's benefit but couldn't justify the prices. Local Hive, it's another company, L-O-C-A-L, like a beehive, H-I-V-E, Local Hive, founded by Nate Hester, launched in 2010 after realizing that honey's great health benefits builds immune system, and the pollen is required to actually locate the honey rather than genetic bottles claiming to be from somewhere in America. That's right, it's called Nature's Nate. We need to get into this, you guys, because there's nothing but a bunch of corn sugar and a bunch of what's that, rice sugar, and that they're using to front like it's honey. And I've been getting caught out there a while. Let's get into it.
Stores isn't actually honey. It's ultra-filtered corn syrup with the pollen stripped out, so you can't prove what you're really eating. Today we're exposing 7 honey brands selling you liquid fraud, plus 5 champions that still remember bees exist. Subscribe, because apparently we need to teach billion-dollar corporations that honey comes from hives, not chemistry labs. Let's buzz into the sticky truth about grocery store honey. 5 Iowa beekeepers pooled $200 and 3,000 pounds of honey in 1921 to form what would become America's most trusted honey cooperative. The Sioux Bee brand emerged in the 1960s with that iconic bee mascot, representing wholesome American agriculture and the kind of cooperative spirit that built rural America. For over a century, Sioux Bee traded on heritage, wholesome imagery, and the promise that cooperative ownership meant quality you could trust. The friendly bee mascot appeared on millions of breakfast tables, representing everything pure about American honey production. In 2013, Sioux Bee was caught knowingly selling honey contaminated with chloramphenicol, a banned antibiotic linked to bone marrow suppression, plastic anemia, and leukemia. The contaminated honey looked unnaturally clear and smooth, lacking the cloudiness and pollen that characterize real honey. The company never fully disclosed the contamination extent, issued no recalls, and quietly paid fines, while continuing to sell potentially dangerous honey to unsuspecting families. The antibiotic poses particularly severe risks to children and seniors, the exact demographics most likely to trust a wholesome bee mascot. Sioux Bee proved that even century-old cooperatives will sacrifice customer safety for profit margins, turning America's most trusted honey brand into a public health hazard with a cute mascot. Walmart's Great Value private label launched in 1993 as part of their strategy to dominate every grocery category through aggressive pricing and massive distribution. Their honey represents the ultimate triumph of corporate cost-cutting over actual food production,
You got the locations, you got the stores. Now you can make your own and cut the price down, and now you sell it to everybody. To make sure you make a whole bunch of money, don't even make it expensive. Just get the whole run-of-the-mill crap, make it even the see-through stuff that's really corn syrup, rice syrup, and sugar, and sell it to everybody. They ain't gonna know what you're giving them.
It's cheaper than real honey because it's not actually honey. This golden imposter became America's most popular honey through sheer ubiquity and pricing that makes real honey seem overpriced. At half the cost of legitimate raw honey, great value honey appears in millions of pantries nationwide, convincing families they're buying nature's sweetener at discount prices. Laboratory testing revealed the horrifying truth. This honey contains corn syrup, rice syrup, and cane sugar derivatives chemically blended to mimic honey, with 100% of pollen ultra-filtered away to hide the evidence. The product looks perfectly smooth, shiny, never crystallizes, and behaves like biologically dead syrup because while making customers think they're getting a bargain on nature's sweetener.
Don't buy none of that crap that's in them little bears. None of it. None of it. Don't trust it. Don't believe it. Do not buy that crap. I'm telling y'all now. Do not buy none of that clear garbage. We're going to get to the good stuff. I want you to see what to look out for, though. Organic honey is good, right? That's what you thought.
Wholesome Sweeteners positions itself as the premium organic choice for health-conscious consumers, complete with USDA certification and marketing that implies pesticide-free purity. The brand targets families willing to pay extra for organic products that promise to protect their children from chemical contamination. This honey became popular among health-conscious parents who trusted organic certification to guarantee chemical-free sweeteners for their families.
Because most of the time when you see organic, you think it's good, right? Exactly.
The premium pricing and organic labeling created expectations of purity that justified choosing it over conventional alternatives.
Somebody said the bears wouldn't even eat it, right, Daffa? I like the way you stand on point.
Independent 2019 testing found glyphosate, the main ingredient in Roundup weed killer, at 123 parts per billion.
Roundup weed killer. And you know what that's been causing, right? Roundup. They've been finding it in the honey. Yeah, but they saying it's wholesome.
Multiple laboratories confirmed the contamination. The problem happens because bees fly up to 3 miles from their hives to collect pollen, including from farms sprayed with herbicides that organic certification can't control. The World Health Organization says glyphosate probably causes cancer. It's linked to endocrine disruption and developmental damage, especially dangerous for pregnant women and kids. The USDA allowed...
But who eat honey a lot and who like the sweet taste and who think that it's good for us because we want to put it in our tea instead of sugar? You've been putting sugar in your tea anyway. Thanks to these guys.
Up to 1,000 parts per billion in honey, 10 times higher than what these tests found. But critics say that's way too high for a probable carcinogen.
One time, organic was regular. Y'all smart. That's why I like coming here to deal with you. People like that. Who that, Loki? You smart, know what you're talking about. With that said right there, Rogers came in the big cans. Used to be bait bear in hunting season. Okay, love the show because you put us up on everything. I try my best. Roundup has been okay to use in organic farming. Well, at certain levels probably, and guess what? In the United States, I bet you other countries don't accept it. I'm salty, right? You be holding the pollen in the legs and the back so cute. They have pockets back there. Use Monk's fruit sugar. Oh, I like that. Okay, Jocelyn, let's keep on going.
Wholesome Sweeteners exploits organic certification loopholes to sell contaminated honey at premium prices, proving that organic labels can't protect consumers from environmental contamination. That
we gotta damn near look at the brand, read the label, and then Google the company. It's crazy out here. We got AI now. Please start using AI. Wholesome, 100% wholesome. Anything you ever hear about this honey company, get the free one. Get Grok. Don't get that other one. Get Grom or that download. Get that one because Grom is much better. Use AI for stuff like this because it'll go look at the information and pull it and let you know what's going on. So you ain't got to do all the Google work.
Regulatory agencies ignore. Billy B trades on Canadian imagery and wholesome bear mascots to suggest pure honey from the Great White North, where pristine wilderness supposedly produces superior sweeteners.
And you know they promote to who? Children, sweets, us. You like your tea with honey, right? I tried to switch up and use honey now. Got to really be careful on that honey. And I'm going to show you which ones we can eat safely.
The product of Canada labeling creates expectations of quality that Canadian food standards should guarantee. This honey became popular among Americans who associate Canadian products with higher quality and stricter food safety standards. The friendly bear mascot and maple leaf imagery suggested honey from pristine Canadian forests rather than industrial processing facilities. A 2020 class action lawsuit accused Billy B of cutting their honey with corn and rice syrups. Laboratory testing found sugar ratios that didn't match real honey. Internal company emails showed executives knew about the blending but kept marketing it as pure honey anyway. Here's the kicker. The bulk honey actually comes from Asia, not Canadian beekeepers.
Wow.
Corn and rice syrups get mixed in to fake the honey's thickness and sweetness.
Wow.
This fake honey has 0 vitamins, 0 antioxidants, and 0 antimicrobial benefits. Worse, it causes dangerous blood sugar spikes for diabetics who thought they were buying a safer sweetener. Kroger's private label honey promises affordable purity for budget-conscious shoppers
Don't rock with
seeking
no private label. Only thing I'm really rocking with right now, for some reason, I think they're pretty good. Aldi and Kroger. They've been doing okay. I'm sorry, no, Aldi and another one. Let me remember it.
real honey without premium pricing. The pure honey labeling suggests quality
Kirkland
that Kroger's reputation for value should guarantee, making it the default choice for families doing weekly grocery shopping. This honey became popular through Kroger's massive distribution network and pricing that makes it accessible to families who can't afford specialty honey but still want something better than corn syrup. Well, that trust gets immediately tested. The honey is ultra-filtered with 0 pollen, making it impossible to trace where it actually came from. FDA alerts have linked similar products to Chinese imports contaminated with lead, a neurotoxin that causes permanent brain damage. Independent labs found rice syrup markers, proving the honey was deliberately cut with cheaper ingredients to boost profits, proving that some bargains cost more than money. They cost brain cells.
And you thought this was good, right?
Lang Honey markets itself as premium European honey with sophisticated
Thought it was good?
branding that suggests
Nice package, right?
old world craftsmanship and quality standards that American honey can't match. The German origin and higher price point create expectations of superior quality that European food regulations should guarantee. This honey became popular among consumers who associate European products with stricter food safety standards and traditional production methods. The premium pricing and sophisticated packaging suggested honey worthy of the European reputation for quality food production. Lang honey was found contaminated with nitrofurane metabolites and streptomycin residues, banned antibiotics linked to cancer. These antibiotics are illegal in food production. Despite scandals in 2002 and 2006, plus regulatory fines, the company kept exporting contaminated honey to the U.S. with barely any recalls.
Okay, because they don't care. And certain times in certain places, they just be like, you know what? We're going to still keep making it because we can still send it overseas and they're going to give it to us. Now we got to get into some stuff that's okay for us to eat. I want you guys to notice the colors. I want you guys to notice the packaging. I want you guys to notice it's more like small batches. And it's not going to be nothing comfortable or traditional from what you're used to seeing. Thicker, and it's kind of, you can't see through it. That's what makes me know that this is real bee pollen honey. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get into it.
Considering AT&T, good call. AT&T offers you great deals. and great
Got me on the
connection.
commercial. Let's go.
Because they're the
We got to get to the good stuff, y'all. Do me a favor, double tap that screen and get those likes if you appreciate the content and the research that we're doing over here. Let's keep it going, y'all. Come on now, y'all can get those likes up. Just because we made the 500 don't mean we can't get the 7. Let's go. We got more. Let's get it.
Technically qualified.
Don't you want more people to get this information? All you got to do is hit the like button. YouTube will send up a signal. They'll look at the header and come over here, and they'll learn all this information too. Let's get the good honey going. Come on, y'all.
As food. Some companies still remember that honey should come from bees, not chemistry labs. Subscribe if you're tired of corn syrup masquerading as nature's candy and get ready for the raw nectar.
I'll take it.
Raw Manuka Honey Co. launched in 2017 with a revolutionary concept.
I mean, look at it. I mean, just look at the bottle. Look at the promo. That looked like some good ass honey right there, right? Only thing that'd be better is having a honeycomb in there, but that looks good. That looks delicious.
What if genuine New Zealand Manuka honey didn't require taking out a second mortgage? The company sources exclusively from New Zealand's remote Manuka bush regions, while maintaining certifications that competitors
Amber
charge
color's
double to
gorgeous,
provide.
right, Kenzie? Look.
This honey became popular among health-conscious consumers who understood Manuka's benefits, but couldn't justify Wetherspoon's premium pricing for regular use. The company bridges the gap between mass market fraud and...
I mean, it almost looked like medicine. It says 20 plus UMF, 829 plus. You know you're getting some nutrients out of that right there, and it's worth it. Might as well pay for it. It probably tastes delicious too. Uncut, probably some honey we never even tasted before because what we used to tasting.
Luxury pricing, making functional honey accessible to families who want medicinal benefits without specialty store markups. Each jar displays certified MGO ratings from 100 plus to 850 plus with UMF certification that guarantees authenticity in a market flooded with fake Manuka honey from countries that don't even have Manuka bushes. The thick, dark amber honey delivers the characteristic earthy, slightly medicinal flavor with herbal undertones that prove you're getting actual Manuka.
Local Hive.
Local Hive founder Nate Hester launched in 2010 after realizing that honey's greatest health benefit, building immunity to local pollen, required actual local honey rather than generic bottles claiming to be from somewhere in America. The company partners with regional beekeepers to create state-specific honeys that deliver legitimate local pollen exposure. This honey became essential for allergy sufferers who discovered that consuming local pollen through honey actually works for seasonal allergy relief, unlike the fake local honey that's actually blended from multiple continents. The clearly labeled state origins, Arizona, Texas, California, etc., provide transparency that mass market brands deliberately obscure through vague product of USA claims. The raw, unfiltered honey maintains visible pollen that proves regional authenticity rather than industrial blending. Over cost optimization, creating products that function as both food and medicine.
Oh, I got to get back to that. I'm sorry. I got to read this right here because they said the medicine part. I want you guys to hear that.
Same processing facility. The local pollen provides genuine immune tolerance benefits for seasonal allergies, backed by research showing that regular consumption of local honey reduces allergy symptoms by exposing immune systems to regional allergens in manageable doses.
It makes sense.
The traceability to specific U.S. regions supports American beekeepers while delivering functional health benefits that generic honey can't provide.
Stop using all that nasal stuff and all of that and whatever. You can do it a natural way. Using local honey will make you like a little more immune to the local pollen. It makes freaking sense. That makes a whole, oh my God, I just learned something myself.
Local Hive proves that honey's value extends beyond sweetness when companies prioritize regional authenticity over cost optimization, creating products that function as both...
Because those are the bees flying around the plants and everything that's making you get sick anyway. They kind of like giving you a force field by letting you get their honey.
Food and medicine.
Crazy, right, y'all?
Nate Sheets started his honey empire in 1996 as a post-honeymoon hobby, buying his first beehive and bottling honey from his McKinney, Texas garage. The grassroots approach was legendary. Nate personally visited Walmart stores, putting honey on shelves himself until landing a single sale that covered his family's living expenses for an entire year. The company grew from 7 employees working from his farmhouse to 100 plus employees with manufacturing in Texas and Georgia.
What I like about the honeys that we have here, I've shown you at least about 5 that we should not have. And I showed you at least about 6 or 7 that we can have. One thing that you guys also learned is that together is that the local honey will help us when it comes down to dealing with our own situations, when it comes down to, you know, our sinuses and different situations. Also, now that we have a little bit of knowledge on what to look for, what not to eat, and what to put in our bodies, I think we have a better chance of fighting against all of this other crap. Because honey, I thought about it. I said, I can do candy right now, or I could do the honey one. Honey's more protection. It actually scars, heal. It's a vitamin. We can do candy at any time. So what video was this? This was avoid these 7 honey brands at all costs, and 5 that are safe. Avoid these 7 honey brands that are at all costs, 5 that are safe. The name of the channel is Built, B-U-I-L-T, to eat. Built to eat. Not only that, you guys already know. The information is in the information is in the description, as well as the link. All of the brands are there, as well as the link back to this video right here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We can't stay in the health and wellness section all day. We got to keep on moving forward. Nope, we're not doing that. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm going to do that another time. We'll tell you about those hot dogs another time, because it's more important, because we got another situation going on over here. We got to bring it back in, dial it in. We now have more information on Madam, or what's this right here? We got more information on the person who's the power. We got to get this information out, and it's time to do it. Louisiana. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Are we doing that? No, we got to do that one. I want you guys to see who that person was. I know I skipped back, but I still want to bring you guys this. We got more information on the Austin Power, Nadija DeJounte, all about the deranged gunman. I said the word, but I hope they don't get me for it. I want you guys to see what was actually going on when this happened at this time, when they were doing it, when they were like having a good time in the club out of nowhere. Here he comes with the pow. I knew I had this on the side for something.
New disturbing details are emerging about the murderous gunman who shot up a Texas bar in a possible act of terrorism that left 2 victims dead. From the disturbed killer's motive, possibly being linked to vengeance over the U.S. attack on Iran, to revelations about the gunman's criminal past.
But this is why I want you guys to see this, because when I said sleepers, people that may take up arms and try to do certain things over here in our country due to the fact that that's happening, that's what I'm worried about. And that's why I wanted to use this video here as a little point to bring that out, because there's going to be a lot of pushback, a lot of anger, and we don't know what form it's going to be in. So we got to really still be careful out here on what's going on out here. I got to show you guys this though.
Here's everything we know so far about Austin mass shooter Ngiaga Gianni. At around 2 a.m. on Sunday, March 1st, hours after the United States and Israel's joint attack against Iran, Ngiaga Gianni stopped his SUV in front of Buford's Backyard Beer Garden in Austin on 6th Street, a bustling hub of nightlife near UT Austin's campus. Gianni began shooting out his front window with a pistol, striking patrons on the front patio, according to Austin Police Chief Lisa Davis. He then parked his car, got out, and began shooting at people walking by on the street with an assault rifle, the chief said. Police confronted Gianni within less than a minute of the first gunshot, shooting him dead, cops said. The murderous bloodbath left the shooter and 2 victims dead, one of whom has been identified as Texas Tech student Ryder Harrington. The attack also left 14 injured, 3 of whom were reported to be in critical condition. The 53-year-old Senegalese national, who could be seen during the rampage wearing a shirt that read "Property of Allah," may have been motivated by the joint attack by Israel and the U.S. on Iran, law enforcement sources have said, as officials investigate the possible act of terrorism.
Yeah, that's what we already heard a briefing of earlier. We already heard that they may be retaliations. I just want to say I hope that it does, and I hope our security here can prevent things like that. But as you guys already see, they're already claiming it, and that was actually happening while it was going on. So I want to pray for everybody in the world, all of the United States of America, everywhere, that we don't have any more incidents like that happen. Hopefully we don't have any sleepers or people that's popping up out of anywhere that's going to do terrible damage to our society, because we already have enough going on. And we want to pray for everyone who lost his life or that lost their lives here, as well as everyone who lost their lives abroad throughout this situation. And pray for strength and understanding so they can get over this as soon as possible. Amen. Let's keep on moving back over to Louisiana, you guys, because if y'all eat them crawfish, guess what? The supply road has just opened up. And guess what? Prices are down, at least on crawfish. So I hope you live in Louisiana, because Louisiana right now, they got them crawfish for $3.99 a pound.
And it's heating up, and so is the supply.
Prices are dropping across Louisiana, and as Parker Boyd reports, seafood businesses say the crawfish are getting bigger.
Lent is here, and customers are lined up at Captain Jonathan's Seafood in West Wego, where lower crawfish prices are giving people a reason to celebrate.
The catch is back up. All the fishermen are working.
Captain Jonathan's owner, Kim Palmisano, says she's had a successful Lenten season so far. She's selling live crawfish for $3.99 a pound.
Price is coming down so the customers can enjoy them. All our crawfish is coming out of Abbeville, Louisiana. So very nice crawfish. They're getting bigger.
Palmisano says she's come a long way since the 2023 drought killed crawfish in nearby ponds. She says tough times only proved one thing about crawfish lovers in South Louisiana.
If they want them, they're going to buy them. They enjoy eating them, family gatherings.
I'm glad I'll be able to borrow a little bit from my kids.
Customer Tyrone Snyder is at Amy's Seafood, where live mud bugs are selling for $3.46 a pound. But he's not completely sold just yet.
I think they still a little high right now, and they're kind of small, but gotta pay for them if you want them.
Sue's Seafood is sold out. That's where Tanya Mays was selling for $3.50.
They went down a lot. At one time, they were $7 a pound.
We have a constant demand, and that is driving down the price.
Louisiana Agriculture Commissioner Mike Strain says the timing of Lent is a big...
So that's right. I heard y'all say it. Y'all fix my pronunciation. I said Louisiana. But when you're from down there, they say Louisiana. They don't play. They say Louisiana with the L-O-O. They say it double up. They Louisiana. So if you guys want some crawfish, y'all can go to Louisiana, or you're probably going down to Baltimore to get you some crawfish. Keep on moving forward, you guys. I got this situation right here where you shouldn't be acting like this in church. No, you shouldn't be acting like this. But hey, sometimes you got to put your hands on the congregation. At least that's what this pastor thought. I'm not condoning this, especially when the lady with the cane fell down. That's right, you guys. We got members of a Baptist church at Gardena. That's right, calling for the dismissal of a pastor for pushing a woman down to the ground. You ain't have to put your hands on her like that. I'm talking about laying hands on a pastor. Come on now. You ain't got to lay your hands on a lady like this.
A church pastor in Gardena has been arrested, accused of assaulting a community elder. And now outraged members of that church are demanding that pastor step down.
Now, how you going to push Esther on the ground like that? Esther Anderson. That's right. Look like you done pushed Sister Esther down on the ground. You can't be doing that. Don't do that, pastor. Now we need to take up an offering.
Authorities say Lorenz Roseman was taken into custody, but he continues to preach.
And now questions are emerging about his leadership. KTLA's Rachel Menitoff reports.
Shocking surveillance video shows a man pushing a woman down the stairs.
This is what the pastor did.
Congregants of Beulah Land Missionary Baptist Church in Gardena contend the perpetrator is their very own church leader, Pastor Lorenz Roseman, and the victim, a church elder.
And that's why the members of this church are asking him to step down and resign.
Pastor Roseman was arrested the same day on October 7th, 2025, and released 2 days later on a promise to appear. His alleged victim, Elise McTaw, appeared Sunday with a fractured wrist and toes.
Not the same. After being hurt by somebody that you trust and love.
Pastor Roseman didn't want to speak on camera, but did say the discord started when he took action against members of church leadership, who he says were doing things that were illegal and unethical. He says, quote, "When these individuals could not oust me through our church policies and procedures, they began to attack my character and weaponize the legal system against me."
He does not get to put his hands on anyone. These behaviors are not okay. He has to go.
Rachel Menitoff, KTLA 5 News.
Now, I was probably joking, but if that was my grandmother, I wouldn't care if you were a pastor. It's going to be your Astor, pastor. Come on out here, pastor. I got a conversation I want to have with you. You about to meet the Lord for real. I'm going to lay hands on you for hitting my grandmother. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up to get more people over here. Because yes, we are. We're going to keep on moving forward. It ain't over. Thought you ain't like the beat. Oh, groove me. Ow. Baby. We got to get on over to McDonald's. Because when McDonald's makes the call for the police to come ask the FBI to pop in, it gets real. This one guy, he wasn't having it. Yes, a wanted man went into McDonald's. And I guess there might have been some money on his head. So guess what? They called the police. And when the police came, it wasn't so easy to get him arrested. And they finally got him. But I think that they took a little too long. Maybe they didn't want to get into another Luigi Mangione situation where we didn't take him down the right way. I don't know. Well, you guys let me know what you think about this takedown in a McDonald's. As they got a fugitive from justice right there sitting down. Somebody identified him. Call the police. Let me know what you guys think about this. I don't know if there was any money involved or if there was any sort of reward or whatever like that. But this one guy here, he was going for it. Tried to get out of it too.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hi, we got called here to talk to you. Huh? Some people were worried about you. They wanted to make sure you were okay.
That I'm okay? I'm a paying customer.
Yeah. People are just called worried about you.
So, what, sitting down?
No, I think they saw all your stuff and were worried making sure you're okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. What's your name?
What do you need my name?
I'm just asking.
I'm alright, thank you.
Okay. Are you from Rice Lake?
Don't worry about it. You can leave.
Don't worry about it. You can leave.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Just checking some stuff out.
In front of me?
Yeah. Standing right here checking some stuff out.
You're kind of disturbing my peace.
Okay.
He said, you're disturbing my peace. Meanwhile, he's wanted. Looks like you, buddy. Remember the one that I got confused and thought it was a woman? Well, guess what? He let his mustache grow out and went on the run. On the lam. They found him. Here he is right here. Alejandro Rosales Castillo. Wanted for FBI 10 most wanted fugitives. They got him, y'all. Let's go.
Is your name Alejandro?
Are you trying to ask me if I'm wanted? Or you
that just shows he's guilty by the way he's talking, right? Yeah.
confirming that I'm wanted?
I guess so.
So
great job, Boo.
Service when I told you that I'm a paying customer?
Yeah. Are you Alejandro?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, well that's what we're here to figure out.
So this screams that I'm wanted?
No, I guess it wouldn't be the homelessness or that you have a lot of gear.
So you're implying, so what are you implying? Like really, like is it the fact that I'm homeless?
That your description matches someone that's wanted.
I think they talking too much.
No, not that you're, I want you to leave town.
I already said, man, you're disturbing my peace.
Okay.
So get out of here.
Okay, you got any ID on you?
So okay.
He asked for a sergeant. They called the sergeant. Sergeant starts explaining.
Give me your card and your card now.
Give us your
ID. Being harassed.
Give us your ID.
Give me your card. He's like, okay, well, give me your ID. You don't even need my card.
Just give us your ID and we can give you. Then we call this quid pro quo and we exchange IDs. Give me your cards.
Pull your ID up.
Show me your IDs first, and then I'll give you my ID.
Okay.
My ID is you harassed me. I was not walking down the street. I was here as a paid customer.
Okay.
So therefore, I can stand this higher ground.
Not necessarily. Okay.
Also,
so is that reason to believe you're a wanted suspect?
Show them your ID, or we'll take you over to the jail and make an ID you there when they run your.
I don't have an ID.
Then I guess we don't have a lot of options, do we?
Cheers.
I guess we don't have a lot of options then. Y'all know what's coming next, right? Let's see if they get him easy.
Give them your name and stuff.
No, I'm alright. Go ahead and detain me.
Okay. Oh, no, that takes time.
Don't pull away.
He's going for my gun. He's got my gun.
He's got the gun. He's reaching for your gun. You want to go reload?
Shit. Hey, hit him.
Put your arms behind your back or you're going to get it again.
Put your arms behind your back. Other arm.
That's that. Y'all know what that is. That's the taser. The taser.
Give us your other arm or I'm gonna hit you against the teaser.
I don't know.
Give us your other arm.
I already told you how to focus.
Is he giving it to you?
I got it.
I got cuffs.
Watch your head.
Can I search him? Yep.
You want to pull them up for you before you go? Okay. I'm gonna have to get close and personal, okay? 1, 2, 3. Time bleeding.
Try to bend your knee.
Bend this one in.
I did not force her to leave. They were gonna.
Got him.
Run up.
All right, lean back for me.
Can't.
Come on, do the Fat Joe and lean back for me.
What are you doing?
Got him.
Alejandro?
No, I'm not Alejandro, man.
All right, well, what's your name?
Alejandro. Mistaken identity, and I told the guy, hold on, he didn't even put my pants on.
Mistaken identity, and he told the guy, oh yeah, you not Alejandro? Well, who's this?
I told the guy to be here.
Watch your step.
The suspect, 35-year-old homeless man, Adan, was actually not the wanted man police thought he was. Police were looking for Alejandro Rosales Castillo.
Gotcha! Thought it was him, right? Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Gotcha. I know. Sometimes I gotta get you too. We got a boy who lost his Pokemon cards over... Wait a minute. He lost his Pokemon cards? I feel sorry for him. I remember when I was little, I lost my whole batch of baseball cards and I thought it was over. Luckily, people came to his rescue for the cards. Strangers, guess what? Says he's gonna do a lot more than what he should do. He got so many Pokemon cards, he's gonna give them away to other people. Sometimes some things happen. I guess that guy did have an argument. Guess what? I guess he was right. Wasn't Alejandro after all. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Things happen. Let's go.
We are back with the good stuff, and it begins tonight with a picture. You're looking at 7-year-old Reed on what he would later tell his little sister was the best day of his life. What's amazing is it began on one of the worst days of his life, because when you're 7 and you love Pokemon so much that you dress up as the characters, there is nothing worse than losing your cards. And Reed lost all of them, his entire binder, at a food court in the Denver airport last fall. You can imagine the agony. Dad posted online hoping someone had found the little binder and could return it, but that's not what happened. Instead, a worker for United Airlines saw the post and asked the company's thousands of employees if they had any Pokemon cards they could donate to Reed. And there's your happy picture.
We'd like to help you start a new collection.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
The response was so huge, in fact, that Reed couldn't fit it all into just one binder of cards. Not even close. He got more than 15,000 cards in all, many with handwritten notes like this one that said, I too lost my collection when I was younger and it hurt so much. I don't understand the first thing about Pokemon cards, but we all know the feeling of losing something. And now Reed knows the power of giving. His dad says he got so many wonderful cards, more than he can possibly play with, that he's going to start giving them away to other kids who need them.
That's the type of stories we like to hear about. Kids can teach us how to do so much things. He said, you know what, I got a lot of cards. And instead of me just being greedy and keeping them all for myself, maybe I can help out some other kids. Why we can't be like that, you guys? I want to pray for him so that he can continue to be the same way that he is. And I hope a whole bunch of kids get blessed with the cards that he's able to give them. Beautiful story, and I love telling stories like that. You guys, that's right. Let's keep on moving forward, you know. Rescue a cat on the way home from work, and next thing you know how you rescue a cat. You say, I'm going to foster it. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Next thing you know, winds up keeping it. I know that I see a lot of people up in here every day. I see CJ the cat, another person the cat. You know what? I always show dogs. I decided today we're going to show some love to the rescues, to the cats. This one man was about to go to work, and it was up to either going to work or saving a cat. What do you think he did, you guys? Let's get on over. Let's get into it. Let's get it.
I might have did a thing. I'm not too sure. Hi. Hey. Hi.
I think this is my time, guys.
Come on.
Life update. I got off work at 6 a.m. today, and before 6 a.m., I didn't have one of these.
I did not have one of these. Popped out of some bushes. I left work and it just... And here we are. I didn't expect this, okay? I just turned 31 like 6 days ago.
Are you hear the purring?
You are a satisfied little monster, huh? Come here. This is Luffy. This is my son. This is my boy. Hey, are you biting on my chain, brother? Oh. This wasn't on my bingo card. I had other plans, but this guy? It's been a month since we've met each other. He's just getting bigger. Oh, he's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What is wrong with you? You don't know whether to go to sleep or if you want to play. For someone that didn't want an orange cat, I really love this guy. This is
He loves to groom his dad whenever he can.
completely by choice, by the way.
Thank you for the gift, y'all.
Honestly, he's definitely changed my life. Yeah, he's crazy. Luffy, can we get down? You wanna get down? Can we get down?
That's right, you guys. I told you I don't want to just show love to the dogs all the time. I want to show this love to my cat lovers as well, because we love all animals over here. And yes, I've decided we're going to have a small section of the rescue when it's time for us to get our rescue. That's right, we're working for that. Might even start a GoFundMe, but I don't like when people talk crap about me. Oh yeah, Bugatti, you only doing that so you can... Matter of fact, I'm doing it for a good cause. How about that? If I do start a GoFundMe for a dog rescue, it would be for a good cause. That's why I'm doing this, you guys. You ain't know that? The whole purpose of Bugatti starting our bottom line, hopefully get to a point where I can buy some property, rescue some dogs, have a couple of farms, like some garden going on or whatever like that, and I'm satisfied. That's all I care about. Have the animals, because you can't help everybody else. Oh, I'm sorry. And the children, because we still have a chance to save them at a certain age, because I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. That's right, you guys. And if y'all trying to make some money, hit that link in the description and you'll be able to make up to $520. Fill out some surveys, you'll make some money, and I'll make some money too. Hope you liked the show today. I think we've been very informative and got you guys a lot of updated information. Covered a lot. Let me know what you think in the comments if you got a lot of today's show. Also, you're trying to promote your business the same way the coffee promoter was. Sent me over the promo and we popped it up into the post notification area. It was 1080 by 1080 size frame. That's right, you guys. We're a collective over here. We're a family. I'm waiting for you to give us an email. Yeah, the email to the person that all of us have to email and say, why you messing around with my people? Because when we have the power of numbers, we can do so much for each other. This is not just my platform for myself. I'd like for all of us to use it. How many subscribers? Can we get 2,000 people to send an email to this company that's bothering this person? Yeah, use it a different way. Thank you so much, Philip457, for the $2 super chat. We appreciate everything. Trump is awesome. Blessings from Australia. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you. Everybody, thank Philip for the $2. Y'all ain't give me $2. That's right, you guys. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Vincent Rock Your Polar. You got a funny name, Vincent Rock Your Polar. Vincent Rocky Rock Your Polar. I like that name. Boo-rific, boo-tastic, boo-sational show today. I really appreciate you guys. And guess what? That's why we're going to get some prayers up. But you know what we got to do first? We got to get those promos over here, because I love to help you guys promote your businesses and get them out there. Send it over in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. If you are promoting a business, if you have a service, if you're trying to get out there, put it in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. We're going to put it in the post notification area. Everybody here is going to see it. And you guys start supporting everybody that's putting something in the post notification area. I would love to see a hello, good idea, I read this, I went to the website. Can we really support each other over here and lead by example? I really would appreciate that, because that's what we have the post notification area for. I don't want to be promising people that we got all these people and nobody's interacting with what they got going on, because you might have something going on, Batty Lynn. You might have something going on, Liberty and Justice, or Winter, and you want people to interact with your stuff, right? So that's how we do it over here. We are family. I would love to use the platform for good. So go ahead and tell me about those landlords or those supermarkets or those nasty people that are being disrespectful. Send over their email addresses and what you want to be written. We're going to copy paste that, put our names in it, and we're going to send it to them. We're a collective over here. That's right. Prices? Yeah, use us. 65,000 people, I think you can give us a better price. Let me know what's going on and we'll get involved. Use the numbers. It's our platform. It's our bottom line, not Bugatti's bottom line. It's ours. And guess what I got coming up? Showing you guys more support, more love with the Show Your Talent search. Instead of getting a rapper or a promoter, whatever like that. No. We give the money right back to the consumer with the Show Your Talent search. All you got to do is show me your talent. Pull up on me, Donna, at one of our events where we're doing the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search will be in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. Also, one of you guys want to chime in, all you got to do is hit that live button. Me. Let me see your talent. And if you win, boom, $250. And after we get everybody corralled together, even the live guys, 5 people, and yourself, the winner, we're going to see who can walk away with $1,000. That's right, you guys, the Show Your Talent search. If you want to be part of the Show Your Talent search, thank you so much, Jeezy, SINY. Thumbs up, there you go. We go to www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's www.drinkbigdrip.com. We have a little slot right in the post notification area. Put your email address right there on the first page, and we'll be able to send you updates on where we're going to be and when we're going to be doing the Show Your Talent search. That's right, I'm the host, sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch, and my DJ. Thank you so much, Vertiboy. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Everybody, thanks Vertibo B for the $10 super chat. My DJ, DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew, now my DJ and an executive producer. Can't forget, we got to show love to everybody. We support those who support us. You guys, we're a community here. If somebody's helping you out, you're supposed to turn around and help them out as well. It gets the job done, and it makes everybody work even better. And before we get out of here, did I do those prayers? Because we can't leave without doing our prayers. I want to pray for love, happiness, good times, and to make sure that you guys are safe. If I didn't do it before, we're going to do it again. And I want to pray for liberty and justice, winter rising, Mega Dub, can't forget about you. I love the name. Kane 8893. Dude's getting a lot of food stamps. I guess so. CJ the Cat, that was for you, just so you know. Always here early and I never forget. Tracy, Sam Champion, Ad Reigns, Vertigo B, Miss Swanza. Thank you so much, Verito B. Winter Rising. You make the show fire, straight up and down, period. You definitely do. Teddy, Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice. I could not ever do it without you, and everybody know that. Waiting for you to try to start your own thing up. You got a channel here. Why don't you make your own thing going on, Liberty? I'm putting you out there in front of everybody. That's right. Matt, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, I want to pray for your health. I want to pray for great follow-ups when it comes down to your doctor reports, because we always pray for you. Winter Rising, thank you. I love the fact that you're here. Batty Lynn, that's right, my audio too, my audio girl. That's right, D-Town, that's my home girl right there. Got some merch coming out to you. Don't think I don't appreciate you, Batty, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to do it either. Mary Tanner, Jocelyn, Sapphires, Miss Swanza. Yes, Miss Swanza. You done made your mark too. That's right. Hope the family's doing good as well. Mega Dub, Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice. Who else we got to get in here? Coco. We got Amaj, Teddy, Jeffrey. And we can't forget about Terry Cone. We want to pray for you, Terry. I think that's the right last name. Want to pray for you, Terry. Want to pray for my boy. Can't forget Casey. Also, Jeffrey Spilker. Also, we can't forget about Mark Dorfman, Luigi, Sam Champion. We can't forget about Harley. And thank you so much, Merck, when you pop in. We don't just show you love when you're not here. We always show people love. It ain't just about $1 with us. Coco Wheats, Miss Swanza, Winter Rising, Teddy Marcello, Liberty and Justice, Aj and G's. Amen. And y'all could have went anywhere. But y'all know what we about to do tomorrow, right? 6 o'clock, Wednesday, hump day, another suit, ready to get it going, because I can't start my day without you. I see you guys Wednesday morning, 6 o'clock, same channel right here. Don't forget to subscribe, become a member, and do the last thing I asked you guys to do. Hit that like button. Still can get a like going even after. Hype the video. After it's over, press the hype video and get it going to get more people over here. We are a community over here, you guys. We have power in the numbers. Let's use it, and I'll help you guys the same way. And like I always tell you guys, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me on Our Bottom Line this Tuesday, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock, right here, get 'em! Peace.